Good evening, everyone. Just bear with me, sorry. There's a few things walking here. Yeah, that's okay. Sorry about that, everyone. Apologies. Happy Saturday. Happy weekend, everyone. Sorry about that second. I wasn't prepared ready to go live. Things are lagging a bit for some reason. Is my thing on? Yes, it is. It is charging at the same time. Yeah, okay. Just making sure it is charging because it goes down like that when I live stream. So, so yeah. I have to do a few. I have to get around to a few. I'm still behind on videos too. Uh, so I'm just taking the names of the videos I have to do because I'm behind on a lot of videos. Not going to live to you. Should have them already done by now. Hmm. So yeah, I think that's all. I'm probably missing some. Not going to lie to you. I actually think I am missing a few videos. So there's four of them. I don't know whether to get them done today. Anything else? I'm just sorry, I was trying to think of the top of my head because I forget. Really will forget. Um, it's not. It hasn't got around to them. But yeah, I did them tomorrow. I'm trying to see if I can do some of them tomorrow night. Get them up maybe for Monday. Yeah. So, uh, it's not easy now. I used to be more on touch with getting these videos done and dusted earlier. When I was, when I first started, it was easier getting things done. And nowadays, there's just so much to cover on things. Not even funny. Just trying to. It's not really else. Yeah, I'm just trying to. Actually, I'm just trying to think the top of my head. So bear with me. Brain having a fit. Yeah, so I say them 4 videos would be fine for the moment. And then if I did, because there was other probably things that was on the top of my head, but I couldn't remember. See, so many people ask me to cover different things, and it's hard to remember everything off the top of your head. I probably should have recorded the one of them tonight and probably put it up. Maybe I'll do that later on. I'll record one and get it up. We have one person here, sorry, I'm doting away to myself here. So my apologies about that. Just talking away. Yes, yes, I agree. I agree. Uh, and yeah, obviously you have to know something about something. Uh, do I have the live chat on? I must have it on. Yeah, it's okay. That's okay. Just making sure, double checking. Um, yeah. So I think that's. I have to check out the things. So yeah, just 9:30 now. It's still. I thought that the day flew by. Hello, Naya. How you doing? Legend. I wouldn't go that far, Naya, but thank you so much. Hope you're having a good Saturday. Hope all is going well today. Hope all is going well. I hope you're having a good weekend so far. Um, but yeah, so probably just looking through things now here to try and get something to talk about. Yeah, there's a few other things I need to cover too. Never got around to it, but that's the question. When will I get around to it? That's the thing. That's the question. Uh, Yeah, that's it. So yeah, any crack, anybody, and assuming Nigel will stay here. So any crack, any banter, anything going on. Because I'm kind of looking for something to be totally honest. Because them videos, it's kind of a video in itself, really. But if I got started on one of them now, these topics I was talking about there a while ago, I never shut up. You know what I'm saying? And we'd be here all night listening to me talk about it. Because again, I get started, I won't shut up. Which is not a bad thing, but debatable. So yeah, but we should have put up on the community tab. I was going live at this time, but yeah, I should look at you. Can't do everything. Go tell on the mountains over the hills and everywhere. Go tell on the mountains. I don't know why that sounds in my head. But yeah, what can you do? What can you do with a drunken sound? What you do early in the morning, waking up, she rises away. Actually, I had to check with Davey what's up. I meant to ask him earlier on, but I didn't get a chance to call him today. Just to double check. Where's Davey? I messaged him. There's one person here. Hello. Hope all is well on this lovely Saturday evening. Well, apart from the rain, hopefully it's not in a place where there's loads of rain. There was loads of rain here today. And yesterday. We were drowned out of it. But yeah, pretty annoying. Not gonna lie the way. Apart from that, pretty much okay. Yes, I agree. I agree. Listen. So yeah, if you have any questions, just refresh the chat just in case it is. There we are. It's live chat, isn't it? It's live chat. Yes. Why is it going down? It makes no sense. It's charging and it's going down. It makes no sense. No. So yeah, any questions or anything? Because I quite legit nothing to say. Nothing to say at the moment. Turn it down, but just for a second. Why is that just out the popping up? What's happening here? Where'd the blue for Tipperary? Excuse me, Mark. I hope we keep my. We have 3 people here. Hello. How's things? Any questions or anything? Anything going tonight? Anything happen? I'm assuming my thing's a bit glitchy tonight. A bit of it's glitching a bit. It goes to live chat and then goes to top chat for some reason. All of a sudden. So I think it's a bit glitchy. My phone's a bit glitchy for some reason too now. So it seems technical with this. Did you get food? I get food every day, Alan. Every day of the week I'm getting food. We're all food by this government, I tell you. We're food every day. Every day of the week we get food by them. So I didn't get, apart from the government fooling me every day. We're not fooling me, making fun of me. Apart from that, everything else worked well. Hope we keep my on it. Hope that made some sense. So I don't think I did get food in. That's actually an interesting question. Anybody get food yesterday? Anybody get April food? Wished. There's messages in the gaff. Oh. Okay. Yes. Oh, we have 5 people here. Sorry, Davey just was saying. So yeah. Interesting. So any questions or anything? Because quite literally I have absolutely nothing to say to be totally honest. At the moment, I kind of said everything I had to say. I have nothing else to say. I have nothing else to talk about to be totally honest. So give me something to go on here. I come up with something some stage, which should have probably put on some music. Maybe I do that now. Actually, where's my controller? Xbox controller. There's it. I put on some relaxing music. I used to do that a lot, but now I don't do it. So I do it now when I'm sitting here looking, twiddling my thumbs. I do that. Where am I here? So I have a few of a game I'm going to do some of these days next week. I want to do it. It's not a very well known game, but I do it anyway. So it'd be good banter to see what I have to say about it. If it would load, if YouTube would load, that would be kindly very appreciated. What for copyright? What do you mean copyright strike? What do you mean copyright strike? No, this is what they call it? Non-relaxing. What do you call it? Non-relaxing music. Bear with me. Non-relaxing music. Non-copyrighted music. That made no sense. Hello, Heart Attack. Bear with me. Sorry. Hello, Adrian. How are you today? I see the ESB are trying to rob me more with the electricity at the end of the month. I'm sure it will cost me €1,600. They will leave us with nothing. Yeah, I know, and this is the thing. All these electricity companies, all these electricity companies are making millions. Like they're making millions. Like let's put it this way: they're not in debt. They're not in debt in other words. Let's put it this way: so they can well afford to give people a bit of leeway. They're not. Let's put it this way: they're not in bankruptcy. Let's put it this way because they're making huge profits. As you say, Aircom and not ESB and other providers. But it's crazy. Like it's not even funny how much they put it up for people. And you think about it. Like some people probably at the moment as we speak now are sitting in the dark in their houses because they can't afford to turn on the light or to put on the telly or to do anything. And the government just sits in their hands and says, "Oh, nothing to do with us. We're not doing anything about it." But yeah, that just goes to show you, clown mode. But yeah, it just makes no sense. Hello, Tony. T was so called it. But yeah, I do feel for you. It is a nuisance. It is a nuisance, and especially that time, that fucker, what they call that minister, into the Department of Finance. You remember the minister for shopping around more or less shop around, even though all the places have put up the prices. Let's be fair. So what's the point in shopping around if all the places put up the prices? Makes very little sense, does it? But again, that's the word we use most of the time with the government. It makes no sense what they talk about. Aiming wine. But yeah, I do feel for you. It is a nuisance, the electricity bills now. And the same with really every bill has gone up. Every bill's gone up, which is a nuisance. And the majority that goes to tax, which I believe the majority goes to the government. It doesn't go to the SB, it goes to the government. It doesn't go it. Well known to the care bills. What is that? Across don't know what that means, but okay. Welcome to the live stream. Hope we keep them out. Whatever that means. What was your name? Non-copyrighted. Non-copyrighted. Will you kindly load, please? Thank you. Okay, I think that's a royalty free. Yeah, that's the one we had before. Can you hear that? Or do you want me to turn it up? Can you hear that? I can turn it up for you as well. Actually, probably will just turn it up a small bit more. Yeah, just give me a second. Is that loud enough? So I'm just walking away and something here too. Yeah, that's sound. I think that's audible. All the rest that good stuff. So yeah, just give me 2 seconds of it. Just fixing something in here. Just putting away a few things. No, sorry. Hello, Ethan. Are you happy? Happy with what? Can you clarify? And happy in general, or happy? Anyway, happy now. What do you mean? But yeah, I'm keeping well, if that's what you mean. But yeah, I hope you're keeping well too. Even I hope you're keeping well. Hope all is well on this lovely Saturday night. Hope you're having a good weekend. Six people here. Hello, everyone. Sorry. I was away there for a second. So yeah, if you have anything to ask me or talk to me about, feel free. Again, that's loud enough. You can hear that. Because it's the volume's on 31, so it should be loud enough. Now where does that pen go? I seen a comment from you earlier on, Tony. It popped up on my phone. Did I like that comment just to check? You've seen it on my phone. Yeah, I did like it. Okay, that's fine. Just making sure that I've seen it. And anything with you? No, there's no comments on with you. Okay. On the 1st of May, they likely people like me, and on walking on electric chair. Oh, you mean for your car? Is that what you're talking about? Sorry, I just went through that again. Just going back. Oh, sorry, I missed. Sorry, I missed seeing few of them. But yeah, it's already sky high. Like it's not. It's going higher and higher. But yeah, but that's probably the idea to be totally an electric car and walking or scooter or whatever. But I do feel for you. I know even young people, and again, it's people that just come out of school and they're buying the first car, and the Green Party have them destroyed. They have them destroyed. But yeah, that's Eamon Ryan. We're the only people to blame anyway for voting them in, because we voted in Eamon Ryan. And look at the disaster that we have at the moment in terms of that. But maybe there might be a bit of how do you call it? A little bit of leeway, hopefully, please. God, it will be. In terms of that, in terms of you and things like that. But it's hard to know. It's hard to know what's going to happen. But yeah, it's how it evens out. Daily cut. Would you ever feel better daily clean and shave? Regular haircut. What do you mean regular haircut? And shave. Yeah, I shave every once in a while, but it's hard. You can't be, you can't be doing it every day now. But I do it every once in a while, yeah. But yeah, regular hair, I'm just not bothered. I have multiple other things to do than going to hairdressers. I'm not really too worried about styling. And obviously I feel more healthy because I'm one the gaff. So, yes. So don't worry about that. I'm just not really into style or things like that. Yes. To gain respect. What do you mean gain respect? I already have enough respect. I'm not really interested in respect. I do what I do, and people don't like it, they can really love the video answer. Let's be fair. I'm not looking for respect from anyone. I think I have on people's respect enough in society, if you don't answer. But I understand where you come from, but in terms of mental health. But yeah, I'm fine in terms of mental health. Fine in terms of mental health. Make tea. I already had tea. I'm not really gonna. I don't want to bring the yolk up. I'm just not really bothered to bring the yolk up if you don't answer, Tony. Just it's a nuisance sometimes to bring it up because I was cleaning it out earlier on. It was cleaning out the water and things, just giving it a rub down inside. And it's just a nuisance to bring it upstairs and to haul it back downstairs to clean it out and to give it a rub inside. But yeah, we see maybe in a while we might bring it up. We see. Well, it's in September, so it's a long way away yet. We're not there yet, Tony. We're not there yet. But we're not too far off it. We're walking towards it, as you've seen in the video yesterday. We're walking towards things. Mental health decline. But what are you trying to some there? But if you're asking for my mental state, I don't know what you're asking for that for. But my mental state at the moment is good. It's my physical state that's in like organs inside me that's failing me. That's just failing me. It's not my physical state. It's not don't worry about that at all. But yeah, it doesn't really, it's in my case, it could happen to anybody in mental health thing. From me seeing things, it could happen to anyone. It just depends on the person. It's very, very little to do with style or things. Obviously, if you struggle for mental health, you let yourself go a lot, which it's noticeable in some cases. Again, different people are different ways. They react to things different ways. It depends on the situation too. Obviously, if you lose a loved one or something like that, you would care a little too about yourself, and things like that. You'd be more, I suppose. It's hard to explain, but I'm sure you understand. It's different situations, different things. But yeah, my mental health state is great, if you ask me. But I wouldn't worry about that. Wouldn't worry about it. An income? What do you mean? What are you trying to say? But yeah, what are you trying to subject? What's your goal here? I suppose that's the one I'm trying to ask you. If you're basically saying I have no respect for anybody, is that what you're trying to assume or anything like that? I'm just continuing on with my work. I'm not really looking for any respect from anybody. If that's what you're asking. Sorry, don't worry, this government will get the famous walls around. Yeah, don't worry about that. There won't be even a hard question put towards them. Don't worry about that. They'll probably be, in a few years' time, they'll probably be donated as heroes. Eamon Ryan will probably be a hero of Ireland for going through a hard period in the country, and everybody was okay. Oh, you can hear. That's okay. You can hear the music along with me. That's great. That's good, Tony. Yeah, Waterford won the whole. Didn't know. Calvin was playing some match that I wasn't really paying much attention to. What do you think of the Democratic position? What do you mean position by sauce? But I hope you're keeping well. What do you mean position? What do you mean position? I understand what you mean by democratic position, but what do you mean? Do you mean democratic parties? Is that what you mean? Is that what you're saying? "26 minutes, Jesus Christ, it doesn't feel like I'm 26 minutes live. I just looked at the down to 26 minutes, like, good God. That's nearly half an hour gone already, like, it's crazy. It's nearly 10 o'clock, like, it's mad. I only started at 9:30, doesn't feel like, when you're streaming 2 times, it flies. But yeah, it just doesn't feel like that at all. It only feels like it's about 15 minutes at most. Hello, Mr. Interget. Do you watch Mark Windows on the road? Mark Windows? I never heard of him. Never heard of him. But I hope you're keeping well, Mr. Interget. I hope all is well. But no, I never heard of him. To be honest with you. Probably did, if you explain. Is it on YouTube? Because I might have come across it once. It's hard to remember because you watch different things all the time. It's hard to remember everything. But I've never heard of it off the top of my head. Can you sing, Adrian? No, I'm okay. But yeah, I was going to go through a thing tonight. My parents went to it. Basically, a woman that used to live beside us, basically. What am I trying to say? Basically, it's her birthday. It's her 60th birthday, so people are going to her birthday. And I was asked, and she asked me personally to go, but I didn't want to go. I never was into that party and things like that. So I said I stay here. So yeah, put it backstory, but yeah, I didn't want to go to be honest. Not really into it. Manipulated by Eva at this. The democratic positions and means being manipulated. Even at this, okay. Don't know what to say back, but okay. Take your word for the. But what do you mean democratic entities? But that's the thing. The democratic positions are not democratic entities. What do you mean? Like we talk about the US, we talk about Ireland, because obviously Ireland, the beyond evil entities, the government in this country, more on the bounds of Satanism in this country. Actually, they're probably worse than Satanism. I don't know what is actually worse than Satanism. Do you ever believe in evil? Is that what you're asking me? Of course, there's evil in the world, yeah. Do you mean sense of evil? Do you mean do I believe in evil? Or do you mean what do you mean by sense? If that makes sense. And again, maybe it's my dyslexia that's. I'm assuming that you asked me do I believe in evil. Of course, there's evil in the world, yeah. I'm assuming that's what you asked me. He used to play in a band. Oh, you mean Mark? Yeah. He used to play in a band. Very nice. Very good, very good, very good. We have 8 people here. Hello, everyone. Sorry, I'm busy talking. See, when you start talking, when I start talking, I never notice much that's happening. But yeah, that's nice. And especially it's a nice picture too, with the sea and rocks and birds flying in the sky. It's nice to look over it. Very fancy. Hello, Emmanuel. How are you doing? Do you ever hear voices in your head? Not to my knowledge. When I was probably younger, yeah, I heard a few voices. Yeah, not gonna lie to you. But again, when you're young, you hear stupid things. When you're young, you have no cap on sense of anything. But yeah, not now. No, I don't know why that's relevant, but anyway. But yeah, hope you're keeping well. Hope you're having a good Saturday night. What do you mean? You're hearing voices in your head? Is that what you're saying? I wouldn't. I never heard much of that. Oh, the Democratic Party in America, yeah, but there are some demons, some of them. A lot of them. But yeah, I don't know much about US politics. I know a bit, not much. Very complicated US politics. Even though they would say the same about Irish politics, they find it hard to get their head around it. A good lot of Americans. Which again, I wouldn't blame them because this country, you couldn't get your head around this country. How we have this government, but anyway. I suppose it's the same with every country, it's different systems and things, there's different ways of governing. You have constitutional democracies and then you have, things. Are you protected by angels? I would hope so. We totally are. I would hope so. I would hope. I would only hope. I do. But yeah, I don't know. I can't tell you that. The man above us in about can tell you that. Can you see the dead people? Oh, Jesus, what do you think I am? A psychic, Tony? No, as far as I'm aware, I cannot see dead people. But, as far as I know, very spiritual. That's Halloween. These are Halloween questions if we don't answer at this stage. But yeah, anyway, ask away. But yeah, we want to turn this into a second Halloween, are we? Hello, Global Man. How are you doing? Hope all's well. I hope you're having a good Saturday. Ever see a ghost? Not too much. Probably I've seen things weird before. Let's put it that way. But possibly probably a spirit or something happened. I don't know. I don't know about a ghost now. I know people who have sworn they've seen ghosts and things like that. But not to my knowledge. Maybe I've seen a spirit or something peculiar. Let's put it that way. But I couldn't confirm it was a ghost while it was a few times. But yeah, definitely something weird. Let's put it that way. But yeah, that's just me. Again, I'm not a ghost out or something like that. Hello, Shawnee. How are you doing? Hope all's well. Do you believe in the afterlife? I don't know. Is there an afterlife? I never really think of that. But I'm assuming there's an afterlife in heaven. I suppose. I do assume that's an afterlife that you're reborn again in heaven. I do think that it is possible, and it's a better life probably in heaven. That's the way I see it. I never really give much thought to it, but that's the way I just kind of see it. That you will obviously live again in heaven. So yeah. What's this? Do you believe in aliens? Oh Jesus, don't talk about aliens. We get your man in. Have that. I said there's an old woman standing next to you. Did you lose an elderly relative? I don't know why you're saying that, but no, not recently. If you ask me that, no. But there's a bit afterlife for people in Cavan. There's a VIP place in heaven for people from Cavan. It's called the Cavan Heaven. VIP. Very important people, as Cavan people. Straight away into them pearl gates. St. Peter lets us in straight away. Used to tell for these, but you know what I'm saying. I couldn't pronounce it. There's a shadow on your left. Where do you see a shadow? Which is my left? This is, and I get mixed up between my left and my right. This is, which is what? The starboard broadside. Let me see. I get mixed up. So I'm assuming that you're talking about this side. Yeah, I don't see any shadow. It probably is shadow of the light or something like that. I wouldn't think it's a ghost or something like that. I don't know which is my left, which is the one face of the flag goes to the one face in the wall here. There's the one on the flag, my shoulder, this shoulder, whatever shoulder this is. I'm dyslexic, you're very hard to tell. Did you ever huckle a buck? What? What does that mean? Huckle a buck? What? I don't understand it. Sorry, Alan. I'm assuming you mean put a coin into a well or something like that? Maybe, possibly. Charge people in heaven to get in. Yeah, well, that's when we get fully control. We probably will. Did you ever get a wedgie? No, never did. Thankfully not. To get spare change, we wouldn't bring spare change to get to heaven. We wouldn't do it because we got robbed. Looks like a poster. But which are you saying? This side or which one is? I don't understand my left and right. So are you saying the one towards the flag here, but this shoulder, or are you saying this shoulder? Which one are you saying? The one towards the flag or the one towards the wall and to my computer here? I don't understand which way you're trying to say. Because obviously there's a flag above me too, here. So maybe you're seeing the shadow of that. Um, so yeah, you probably could be seeing the shadow there. The other way. Which mean which? I don't this way or that way. You couldn't really see it. Obviously, it has to be probably this side. I know, like you can see my reflection, obviously. But I don't know. I don't think you're. I think you're just seeing things. Be totally honest with you, because I see nothing. And I would pick it up here. I could see it. So I'm just saying you're just seeing. Just one shadow. Unless you're talking about this shadow that's on me. My up my head, obviously. As you can see. Hello, Paula. How you doing? See horns? What? Jesus, we are on the drink tonight or something like that. Horns. Where do you see horns? Where do you see people? What? What are we talking about today? Jesus Christ, seeing horns and people and what? Who knows what this means? Horns and people. Are you all on the Drake? Are you all out on the night of the Drake or something like that? No, my mother, as I said there a few minutes ago, they were out on the birthday party. They were out on somebody's 60th birthday party. Yeah, that's probably me you're seeing. That's probably me you're seeing. So no, I wouldn't get too excited to tell you that you're seeing a live ghost or something like that. But yeah, they're out on the birthday party. As I said, one of my neighbours that used to live beside me is 60. And obviously it's her birthday party. So yeah, it'll be a long night for them. I was going to go, but I said I wouldn't go. I'm not really into going to the birthday party or things like that. Wouldn't be my thing to do. Even though it's an all paid for meal and things like that, I just couldn't be asked to go. Be totally honest. Not my thing. Would you believe I was the only person that was invited that didn't go. So yeah, there you go. Great country. I don't think so, Jerry. I think you might be having a bit too much to drink. I don't think I'm under attack by anything now. Be totally honest. I don't know why there's about 5 or 6 people in the chat saying I'm under attack by different things. Like, I don't know, I was all in a house drinking something or what he's doing. Because it's not just one person saying it for some reason. I watch you all the time. What do you mean, YouTube or is he? YouTube was. But yeah, I would worry, but I'm not going to worry myself about it because it's just nothing. I hardly got this anything. Nothing to be concerned about it now. What house? Here? No. Nobody ever died in this house. I don't know what you're talking about. So this is only about 2018? 2018, 2017, something like that. So nobody died ever in this house. Well, my old house probably could have been. But that's when I used to live there. That was from the house dated back to before the van, 18 something. What was that now? Why did that charge itself? Just turned on there, but anyway. But yeah, I think you might be seeing things, Jerry, to be totally honest. I don't mean any offense or anything, but I think you might be just seeing things tonight. Unless you're, I don't know, you're probably seeing shadows. Like, it's easily enough mistakable for different things. It's very famous. What do you mean, very famous for what? I'm interested. Hello, Jerry. Probably about on the famine grave they didn't mark. We're here. There's no such. There was never any. There was a book release. Where was it here? Yeah, there's a book here. Oh, here's the map. Stuck to the book. Ooh, there's a bit of a stuck there. But yeah, there's a book released. You see the size of the book, and it goes back to the famine. But yeah, there was no mass graves or anything. It's about the graveyard up the top here, but which that was there. That's the only place that was ever had any famine victims in this area of Cavan. And in Cavan town there was other areas, yeah, for famine and immigration. I'll just double check this. There's famine and immigration, yeah. 1845. I know that, but we would obviously know, when the house was being built. Um, and obviously it is records. The church did keep records. The one people that were very good at keeping records was the church. The church of, no, very good. I check now, it says the famine and things, but I know for a fact, as I read through all this book, I went through and read a bits of it. And, it's fucking massive, just to say. It's especially as people hearing voices and think, Jesus, or something like that. So kind of like a psychic or something like that. Oh, that's interesting, Joe. But yeah, I think you're all just making pokies up to be out the answer tonight. But yeah, I look here, but I'm assuming there isn't. The population but yeah, so the population of County Cavan was seated by 69,000 people in the 1851 census. I look now here. Yeah, sorry, just bear with me. So yeah, here's the official death toll for the famine, really. Yeah, an estimated death toll. From Butler's Bridge. They say something like 80 something people. But the parish is more smaller. There was only 100 and something people in Butler's Bridge at that time. So yeah, say 85 or something like that. Children, but these are mainly children. But yeah, this doesn't say anything about any of the graves, man. Like there's a huge, like it's about 6 or 7 pages of it. Yeah. Like there's about 6 or 7 pages. Like look at that. That's all in the famine. These few pages are all in the famine. Local school penal laws. Old pictures and things like that. It goes through all the history. But it says nothing about mass graves, so I'm assuming that there's no mass grave here. And obviously it was dug up in 2018 here for the house to be built. And it was found nothing was ever found here. So, and there was never anything like skulls or anything found around here. Never was really anything. Or anything from burials. So I'm assuming that he's making a pocket. And I know he's probably making a pocket. 75 young people, especially. Yeah, like I know some young woman who's going on to be a guard. And she's paying an arm and a leg, and I'm happy for. First of all, I tell you the story. I don't want to say too much, but she bought a car for 20,000, a used car for 20,000, which is not too bad. But thankfully, her mother, give her a loan to, to buy the car, and obviously she worked a good bit herself. When she was at school and things like that, I think she had 10,000 herself. She worked 10,000 something like that. So yeah, and she basically got a car for 20,000. But she said the insurance, like it's daylight robbery, the insurance she's getting on it. Daylight robbery. But it's quite good, 20,000 for, for a used car. I'm sure you would agree. But yeah, it's a whip off, no, but it's very hard on young people. I'm sure you would agree. Like, not many people like her are that fortunate, to have a decent bit to work with, and, to have parents that are kind of well off, if that makes sense. That's that we're basically retired, really. They don't, a lot of people don't have the money for that, let's be honest. A lot of young people don't have the money. And just basically, the society just gives them a kick in the butt as soon as they walk out the door of the schools. And then again, you think about housing and things like it's, how can a young person even survive in this country? But thankfully, I'm not in any ambition, though, I'm that. Couldn't really give it. I'm past the point and really caring what happens to me. Everybody else is worried about houses and things like that. I'm just not really. Hello, little one all day, one monster. How was your day? Little one better than this one. Well, technically so, but a lot of emigrated. I think it was 170 or something was the population of the village, and 85 died or something like that throughout it. But it was 100 and something, so I think there was only very few people. But again, the village was extremely small back then. It's very big now. There's only one street on the whole village. That was all. So it's very small. Very small village. Like it wasn't, and it's a big enough village now, but it's very small. Hello, Wedfield, how are you? But yeah, what do you mean shadow and things like that? I know he's all making a pokey, so get over yourselves first of all. Get over yourselves, like come on. And especially there's 5 or 6 people. It obviously is communicating with each other to make up some pokies to try and get me annoyed or something like that. So come on, get yourselves together, please. Um, pull yourselves together. Get yourselves together. You're already together. Um, yeah, get yourselves together. Ever find a Russian spy packing flowers? What? Living with teaching bugs. Teaching bugs? What? Teaching bugs. Well, yeah, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. I'm assuming there was, yeah, because this is the couch house. I'm assuming there was when the house was first built. I'm assuming the priest did, the local priest. I'm not sure about that, but I'd say it was. But there's nothing here. I don't see anything here in the camera. And obviously the mods here at the moment, so he would tell me too. There's nothing we see. Basically, he sees nothing either because he'd be telling me at the moment if he's seen something. Well, one live stream. There were a lot of them wouldn't want to really be honest. But yeah, we see about the breakfast even next week. Next week, we see how that goes. We see how it goes. But I can't promise. But we see, because I'm back at work next week, or this Monday. So we see, Tony. I'm sure you will understand. You've been a working man too. Uh, well, yeah, I have a computer on, so you're probably hearing things. Have a Twitch stream on, so that's probably what you have. Yeah, I think that's what you because I can hear it too. Definitely. But yeah, I hear none. So I don't know. Teaching bugs to sit down. What? But yeah, you're probably just hearing things or people going up to the pub there. No, but scap cows and a few. Got a petrol bomb. What? Okay, Bitman, we will question that then. Oh yeah, 15 likes. She's like it. Don't know why, but if you can hear quiet, send me a clip or something. Send me a clip or contact on Galderchin. I don't know. But yeah, like you're not providing any evidence to your claims. So it's very easy making claims, but proving evidence is a different point. So please don't come in here and make assumptions and things like that unless you have evidence. Because it seems like he's all working together just to kind of do something and annoy me to the That's all he's up to. Be totally honest with you. A Union Jack in the background. Where the fuck do you see a Union Jack there? Excuse my language. Where do you see a Union Jack now? You're up on the drink tonight to be totally honest. Because I see no Union Jack. That's a bloody Irish tricolour. Where do you see a Union Jack? Tell me that. Definitely on the drink tonight to be totally honest, everyone. Definitely on it. Hello, Akande. Yeah, like it's mad. 20,000. It's 200,000, not 20,000. 200,000. It's mad. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. But what can we do? I suppose that's the thing. But it's crazy. But yeah, hello, Paddy. Did I ever murder anybody? Does it look like I ever went to murder anybody? Does it look like it? Like what kind of a question? You didn't even say hello, Andy. You just came in and did I murder anyone? You'd be a good gal. You're going around just ditching murder something, and eventually you have somebody saying yes. That'd actually be pretty funny. You could do a video in Dublin, just going around asking people to the murder people, and eventually somebody will say yes. That actually imagine doing that, but you probably get sued many times over. Like you probably would because people would be very tick over that. If a few elderly people or something like that would be very tick. I'm sure, and again, you have no evidence really proving things like that. Because everything really nowadays is all about evidence and proving things and things like that. So if you were the one just asking people that in the streets, imagine the response. And drinking after drinking 40, Jesus Bickman, you're on the thing. That's an presumption. A presumption, yes, that's a presumption. But yeah, the answer's no value. Anyway, why would I go for more than people? What benefit would that be to anybody in society? In society. But yeah, why would I go on? I keep to myself. I don't do anything to anybody. That's the way I keep it. Which is the best thing. Up Waterford holders. Debatable. What about Offaly? What about Offaly holders? Not like the Offaly holders, Tony. Disgraceful. They won't be too pleased with you. Be kicked out of Offaly tomorrow, Tony. It's only nearly half time. So yeah, we'll probably go into 11:30 and then we call it quits tonight. So we'll go a bit longer tonight, but yeah. I'm a bit overwhelmed with videos at the moment, Tony. Not gonna lie to you. So I would do it, but I'm a bit overwhelmed. What the fuck, Bitcoin? Fuck, Bitcoin. Excuse my language, excuse my French. Yeah, put back on my earphones then. No, well, you know, Tony, I have work to go to on Monday. So yeah, well, I can't meet you. You have to we have to get over that kind of meeting us halfway and things like that, because, you know, I have work to do and things like that on Monday, and you know, solving the county is better than anything else. You know, so we have to get out of that kind of system, Tony, because, you know, 30 years ago, English settlers there. Wouldn't be surprised if you had a Union Jack. No, I don't have one. Why would I have one in the house? There's more Irish tricolours here than there is in the county. There's ones there, there's ones here, there's ones everywhere. There's no such thing as Union Jack around here. I wouldn't have it in the house. What's your favourite game? LA Noire would be my favourite. Hearts of Iron 4. Hello, and look, yo, thoughts of Mullen people. What the fuck you mean with the money? We're going to take over them someday. I'm only joking. But yeah, I hope we keep them well. But yeah, they're good people. There's nice people in Mullen. I know a few people from Mullen. Would you believe it? They actually are nice people. Very decent human beings. And they're good people. Very pleasant, very good natured people. So yeah, that's my thoughts there. Nothing wrong with Mullen people. In other words, that's a Calvin person saying that. So yeah, so that's a compliment. No, it's everything's fine. Like, I don't know why you're pressuring me into doing this, but everything's fine. But Tony, you have to understand this. Tomorrow I'm out doing things in tidy towns and things like that. So I need to have, you know, I can't be going for hours and hours and hours. And especially Monday, when Monday comes, and next week, you know, we have to kind of be a lot more easier, because it's going to be very, very difficult for me to work my way through, you know, full days of work again. It's going to be very difficult. Do a video about making a video. Doing a video about making a video. What kind of sense would that make? That'll get 1 billion views. Making a video about doing a video. Never seen such the like. Are you in a legend with the devil? What in the name of Jesus Christ? Ask me this. Like, we have come to this by now, Jerry and all that I've seen nothing here. My moderator has seen nothing. So I don't know why he's making a mountain out of a molehill. But yeah, I'm not in any thing with the devil and that. So I don't know why, but let's go away from that now, because we already have discussed for a long time now, and there's been nothing seen here. So yeah, we'll talk about it, but the answer is no. But what benefit is it to go on about it? It's nothing's here. Quite literally nothing's here. I'm not a Protestant. I'm a Catholic. But I don't know why. I don't even know anything about the Church of Ireland. But yeah, Protestantism is not that relevant now. It used to be years ago, but it's not relevant now. It's there's more Catholics than there's Protestants in the county. But yeah, but why do I have to say there's nothing here to say into that? So what's the benefit, Jerry? That's what I'm asking you. But how am I controlled by evil forces? I would be here screaming at you if I was controlled by evil forces. Think about that. I'm here talking to you. I'm not screaming at you or anything like that. If I was controlled by evil forces, I'd be obviously at your door, bearing down your door with a knife, you know. But yeah, it makes no sense what you're talking about. No, it makes no sense. And I think you're just causing the workers to be done into this state. But yeah, there's nothing here, and I don't know what you want me to do. You're controlled by Norma Foley. Everybody's controlled by Norma Foley. Norma Foley is her life and saviour. I'm only joking. Your mother has seen the UFO. Yeah, well, he was. God only knows what he was doing that night. But yeah, that's a different story for a different day. No, we already talked about that many times. Me whole, Martinus. Me whole, yes. I'm doing Star Trek. Star Wars track for some reason there. I don't know why. Randomly just came into my head for some reason. Now you got goosebumps here. I don't have any goosebumps. I'm just sitting here, chilling, listening to the music. Not concerned at all with anything. Not concerned at all. Hello, Sky. How you doing? How do I clearly provide some evidence? But how do I clearly hate it? Because obviously they're out to troll me or something like that tonight. So, but how to provide evidence? And we see. But yeah, I'm don't hate Jesus or anything. So I don't know what way he's coming with that, but I see nothing here. And as I said, if I seen something here, I would, do something. But I haven't seen anything here, and you haven't provided any evidence. So, come on. What's coast to coast? Probably some American thing. American. What's it called? American radio station. Yes, radio station. Couldn't think of the word radio for some reason. Going to say TV station was probably not TV station. Probably radio station from the West Coast, the United States, probably the East Coast. Probably is. Because the United States is a big country. What is this now? Who is this? What is this? Peter McFerry, something. Hello, question. There's always something. About the church crimes. There's loads of things we could say about that, but yeah. Hope we keep my question. But yeah, I don't have to read. It's a free country. I don't have to read anything out. And there's no really need. There's nothing here I can see that's in danger of me or anything. So, you can't really force me to scan it. There's nothing. If there was something here that I thought was a danger, I'd be saying it. But there's nothing here that's a danger. So paranoid. Yeah, well, everybody seems to be on the drink. So I had a trolling tonight, but I'm not going to take him. I'm not taking it that serious, so I'm going to pass much more. So. What bit one? I don't know what to say about that. But yeah. I wouldn't take the loads power and pain if you told the answer, but anyway. But yeah, what? Like, let's be fair enough. What he was talking about? How am I the devil? Well, he's assuming I'm the devil. How am I the devil if I'm sitting here talking to you? Like, come on. Like, I think you all have to just cop on a bit. Who's my favourite saint? Well, I'd say it'd be St. Patrick. To be fair, I'd say every person in Ireland would be St. Patrick. Driving the snakes away, bringing Christianity to Ireland. Many other things. And obviously, they have them and things like that. So I would say everybody would be St. Patrick. I say that everybody would need to be St. Patrick. So yeah. Because yeah, he's the saint of he's not it's basically the patron saint of Ireland in other words. So, yeah. The patron saint of Ireland in other words. I couldn't say that devil then. Hello, 5-star general. Are there any number of your scale? What? What do you mean? I don't get that last bit. Any number? I'm assuming you asked me for something, a number of something. See, what's that mean? St. Louis the Mark. Big recommendation? No, I never heard of it. Hello, Megan. How you doing? We're all kind of gone very paranormal tonight or something. I don't know why. 6-6. What are we going on about? Like that's the. Yeah, that's okay. I'm not going to force him. I'm not going to force him. But if he wishes to, he could. But yeah, obviously you can recommend him for if he wants to do it and we pay him to. We think about doing it. It's entirely up to him. But we're not going to force him. We can't force anybody to do anything. It's a free country after all. Wished. Who's this? Okay, that's fine. What is your name? My name's Adrian. Adrian, my name, indeed. Hope you're keeping well. Hope all is well. Nice meeting. Really nice meeting. Okay. My apologies, everyone. Sorry. WhatsApp number. Jesus, Tony, she's your TD now. Would you not give her a call or WhatsApp? I was open. I'm assuming yeah, because you know you're the taxpayer, you're a whole taxpayer, you're for the one. I wonder. No, I don't hate the church. As I said before, there's obviously bad people in the church. I clarify this, but there's obviously bad people in the church. And obviously there's some good people in the church thing. So, you know, I don't hate the church. But I do wish some of the members of the church conducted themselves a bit better, if that makes any sense. Like, obviously, I'm sure you would agree. The borders conduct themselves a bit better. Obviously, not spending on big lavish houses or things like that. But yeah. Hello, Maya. Sorry, apologies. Oh yeah, sorry, question. Yeah, but you wouldn't know what my name is. Yeah, but some people, you know, sometimes people use different names on the what they call it? The channel name. Sorry, channel name. You know, some people do just for the memes. You know, I've seen people do that before. Either call themselves John or Christian or whatever, and then they be called Tim or something like that. You know, people do that for just the memes. I've seen that yesterday. Particularly, a lot of people change the names of YouTube channels and things like that. They're just insane names that made no sense. Just for April Fool's jokes. So why is there so many treats here? I did when I was younger, actually. But I said I actually wouldn't probably be fit enough to be a priest. Like, you have to, as we talked about the other night, it's actually not easy now to be a priest now. Because you think about going to a funeral, take for example, you have to cover the grieving family, you know, but it's hard. It's not easy stuff. And, you know, seeing dying people in the hospital, take for example. You know, giving them the last rites, take for example. You know, you have to be made out of steel, really, to keep your composure. I wouldn't be able to keep my composure, and that's just putting it straight out too. I'm too sensitive and things like that. You know, you have to really be made out of steel. Like, let's be honest, looking down at somebody dying and giving them the last rites before they go out to this world. it's not an easy thing to do, and I do be bad for priests to actually have to do that. Like if road traffic accidents and things like that, the priests have to go out and see the person dying on the road. And it's not nice. And obviously that you never get that image out of your head, or and it's scary for the rest of your life. In other words, um, do you like the Pope? The Pope, the Pope is actually one of the best. I do think in the long term. Pope Francis, I do think he's one of the best in the long term. Uh, if Fan's wife or what? The last wife of my Undertaker, what? More? No, I wouldn't consider more than anybody. Like, let's be fair now, I haven't. That's not my thing. What do you mean one walk on the farm? What do you mean soda? Walk on farms? What do you mean? But yeah, people can be whoever they want to be. They can choose whatever job they want to be. But it isn't easy. It's not an easy job now. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, it's good occasions like baptisms and weddings and things. Are happy occasions. But the bad occasions really do, would really take a lot out of the person. Yeah, like obviously, there's confirmations and holy communions, and which are very positive events in your children. They have a good time. Obviously, it's a very happy occasion. I'm sure you'd agree. Compared to a funeral, well, God forbid, a road accident on the road. No, well, not. I don't think he is the worst, but like there's worse popes before that, just very corrupt. I suppose. If that makes any sense. Like there's been worse popes, Tony. Like going back through hundreds of years ago, there's worse popes. That's just my opinion. Again, some people disagree, but again, it's entirely it's just my opinion. I'm not saying you should like Pope Francis or anything. It's entirely up to you. Well, I don't even know. I'm not even going to answer that one. What kind of question is that, post? If you don't mind me asking. But again, so anything else? Do you have any dogs? No, I have a stray cat. I don't have a. But I don't have any dogs. So. Eating hungry dogs now. No, that's just my answer to that. No. Am I scared to go back to work? No, I'm just worried that I will burn myself out very quickly. That's what I'm worried about. How is the, well, we have put out, as you've seen tonight, we put out the request for people to send in their stories. Obviously, we haven't really got any yet, but it's still open to September, so people are probably asking people about it. So we still have it up. Like if you even want to send in a story, like if you know any stories from people from Cavan, or any of your friends have stories about people from Cavan, of course send them in, Sean. But yeah, it's open to September, so again, people have a long time. So we're not expecting people just instantly to send them all in and what, But yeah, it's a very good name now. The moderators were very happy with it too. But yeah, it should be fun. I'm looking forward now. Hopefully we get a good few coming in, and we can look through them and things. That'd be good. But yeah, the answer your question, Maya. Yeah, I'm a bit worried to go back because I do assume I probably do assume that I'll probably be boned out within 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and I wouldn't be have to be sent home again. That's just putting it straight to you. That's my assumption. That's what I think. What time is it? It's 10:35, just after 10:30. Tony. I don't know where she is. I haven't. I think she could be outside or something. I was seeing her this morning. I didn't see her. sits. Excuse me, sorry. Can you play a video game with GTA 5? Search for cougars. No, just have enough more cougars. Have enough. You do it some other, but we're not doing it tonight. No, I've enough cougars for one life anyway. But yeah, I don't want to search for any more cougars because I actually lost. Are you stressed about? It's not that I work myself too hard. Let's be totally honest. I say that straight in. Work myself far too hard because I push myself to the limit of what a human can do. But yeah, I shouldn't really be talking about that. I wouldn't pass much marks on. I'd be better anyway. So it might be different. The streams. The only thing I say now, it might be different. It might be later at night. It might be 11 or 10 in the evening. We might do it, and it'll probably be only about 30 minutes from Monday. Maybe we see. And probably the Saturday stream. I'll probably say the same. It'll probably just be an hour. Yeah. Only for we're going a bit longer tonight because I have the time. Thank you, Miles. Thank you. No, but I know another Leon. Yeah, I know another Leon, but not with the second name. Well, how would you spell that? A-G. No, I know one of the second name. I think it's let me see. It's an G something something. No, it's not that. With the dot, there's many other things. It's a long story. It's a long story, but the only thing I say is it's a long story. It's a long story. But anyway, I talk about it someday. But it takes a long time. Before I say stuff publicly about it. Needs Cavan stories indeed. Yeah, of course, send them to the email as you seen last night. cavanday@178@gmail.com. So if you have any stories, please send them in. I froze my Easter egg. I haven't got any yet, so only you're lucky I have an Easter egg. But yeah, it's likely before even in February they had Easter eggs in the shop. It's crazy. Put back on my earphones. So I might say, it's no point having them in if you're not going to listen to it. I don't know what that means. Tag to the individual. I don't know what that means. So that to be totally honest. A gangster? Am I becoming a gangster? No. Why have I become a gangster? 442s. Yeah, he used to do football kind of videos things. Funny video yokes. Used to watch him when I was in national. We used to watch him. No, when I was in first year, sorry. We used to watch him in the computer rooms. It works for the government, but not technically. I'm not one of the NGO or something like that. I'm only at the very low level, like the government. Between copper, please. That's what I say. No, I'm not being bullied. Why would I be bullied? I'm not being bullied anymore. He has security clearance to what? To which? To my 5? No, I'm not being bullied anymore. Hello, Peter. Good evening. How are you doing? For Queen and Country, excuse me. Good to hear, Peter. Good to hear. Who used to work for Sky? Okay. No, I never tasted anything like that. No. I say so. Well, it probably won't be that bad, but we'll see how it is. I'm not worried about it between the hands of Peter. We get to when we come to it. That's what happened. You're suffering too. I'm suffering too. What do you mean? Should we call you? I say he's probably busy. I don't want to be annoying people. At this time of night. If he calls us or anything, that's totally fine. Unless he comes in or something like that, A blue waffle. That fellow, the UFO guy, is all about waffles, so you can ask him for waffles. I don't know anything about waffles. And 25 likes on stream. Thank you. For which and what? Who? Oh, I don't know anything about that. Well, which nightclubs? Where are we talking about? What's with all this killing that tonight? No, I never wanted to kill. Why want to kill? Yeah, if he comes in, of course he can wing in if he wishes to. But I don't want to be known. He's not paid to be here all night to sit here. To change the closing times, is it? Oh, they did talk about that before, yeah. I'm just thinking about that now. Danny G has many opinions of us. Of course, share away, Daniel G. I hope you're keeping well. I hope all's well. Hope you're having a good Saturday. Good Saturday night. We're nearly at 11. Was it your birthday? No, not today. Movie night, yeah, Saturday night's movie night. Christmas is still a long way away, Tony, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Everybody's looking forward. I'm sure everybody is because time off and Ever see visions of it? No, never did. Ooh, it's a good name. I know what you're saying, Vision. I know what you're talking about. I've seen visions of this. I've seen visions of life. No, it doesn't. I see nothing here. Yeah, but I was stop talking about the wall, went it? There's nothing there. Like, come on. I don't know why I have that down like that, but I kind of should have the player save me talking with stuff. Sorry, I'm just looking to this too at the same time. Apple. Yes, Apple. I agree. I agree. I agree. Can the surprise Easter will call? What? You mean they were calling Easter, for example, for some reason? Near 11 o'clock. Jeez, 10 fine. Seems to change my life. Okay. Hello, Burma. How you doing? The Burma, excuse me, sorry. Hope all is well. Hope you're having a good Saturday night. Hope you're keeping well. So yeah, any questions that we have that are not out of this world or anything like that? I wouldn't want to get home to Monday. Okay. But Monday's work day, Tony. You have to be home for work now on Monday. Is there? Is there, Peter? There used to be some crack over that. Do you have Snapchat? No, I don't. News reports have it up. Does OTE have it up? Well, we news, sorry, excuse me. What's with all these bloody treats? Let's see the treats here. Yeah, have a look now. So I just wonder why there's so much treats. Hello, sir. Did you get TikTok? No, never did. Never will. Never will. Never will. Never surrender. Westmead. Yeah, you're watching from Westmead tonight, Assassin. On a trip to Westmead. Let me see, where's OT News? OT News. Oh, there's a yoke. Oh, here, I see what you're talking about, Peter. Kinder Surprise East to West record over outbreak, yoke. Okay. Oh, Westmania. Sorry, I thought you were saying Westmead. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I don't keep up to date with these big YouTubers fighting among themselves. You know, not my kind of stuff. My God, Tony, you want me to read through all that now? You have another thing coming. You take that. I see you work for Carv and Monaghan 30 times on your Twitter. Well, yes, technically so. Technically so. But don't get you, Tony, the between Medal of Honor. What is this? Who is messaging me now? You have another account, Mark. Did you lose your other account? Oh, it mixed things up. I did lose it. I did lose it, alright. Hello, Sean. Thank you. How are you doing? Long time to see. You're watching this too. Everybody's gone mad in the West of England. I didn't even know it was on the bit. But yeah, I hope you keep well, Sean. Good advice of all. I'm keeping well. There's a lot of paranormal stuff going on here tonight, but apart from that, all's well. Logan Paul. Well, who cares for Logan Paul now? I don't have much time for Logan Paul. Yeah, it's nice. No, I'm not from Tinder. We can watch Logan Paul get smashed, hopefully so. Yeah, well, it's a bit over paranormal. It's like somebody that's on the Drake tonight. These people, some of these assassin. It's a bit over the paranormal limit. To be totally honest. Like there's paranormal, and then there's going a bit fruity over it. Are you talking about Tinder? I don't watch. I don't. I'm not on Tinder. I did that. But what proof? Again, if you're talking about that, Jerry, proof, please, because I don't have it. I don't use it. Before you hit the streets hard Monday, what? No, but I'm staying to around 11:30 and we'll see how we are. Might not go any further than we'll see. Yeah, well, you know, Mark. Yeah, whatever. But where? Yeah, show it to me, Tony, if you see me on Twitter. So you have to show evidence. You can't just assume that I'm on Twitter, because I'm not on it. It's not on my phone. Because I don't use it. Why would I use that kind of sites? Like you have to show proof. You know, that's what life's all about nowadays. I show proof, which I tell you straight up. I don't know. I don't use it. Never looked at me life to be totally honest. Better things to be doing than that. Jeez, that need to put my ears off now. I'm not on any Tinder, so. But yeah, I wonder why everybody always comes alive when one person says something and the rest follow. You know, and they don't show any proof. Imagine if they came along here and showed proof. You know, then that would be good. But yeah, some people just keep quiet until there's some kind of controversy and then they can add some. It's funny that you think you were communicating. But again, proof. How am I? I'm good. I know it's dating app. I don't use it. I don't go near it. Why would I go near it? Like, please show proof. Please back up your claims. Because I don't use it. I tell you now, I don't use it. Yeah, well, hopefully nobody will be injured now. Yeah, in the match, whatever fight it is. But I'm assuming they'll be referee and all that crap. Yeah, it is crap. It is crap. Why would I be on a date nap or anything? Why would I be on it? Like, it is load of bollocks. Like, I have better things to be doing in life than running around after a date nap. Do you not think so? Yeah, but Tony, where's the screenshot, please? Where's the screenshot? Where's some kind of evidence? Would you fight number 40? Well, we can't hit a woman. Well, debatable. How do you know? Me and Neutron. You're funny. Thank you, Megan. Yeah, no bother, Assassin. You enjoy your night. Enjoy the WrestleMania. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping by, as always. Thank you. Thank you for the support, as I always say. Enjoy it. But yeah, Tony, send it to my email if you think it's me and we can talk about it on stream, because it's not on my phone. Like, it quite literally it's not on my phone. No bother, Assassin. Thank you. But it is not my phone. Yeah, like Teddy Chance, I have better things to be doing than running around after women. And so the majority of people are just fake people. But yeah, why are you all coming alive now with this? That's what I'm trying to ask. But yeah, like, again, you don't really understand modern society nowadays. You have to provide evidence. Like you said, coming along here accusing me of different things, but where's the evidence? I'm here, I'm waiting for evidence to come true. Because I'm literally not on it. Like, why? Like, does it look like I'm going to be on Tinder looking through things? Does it look like I give a shit about it? Like, let's be fair. And that's putting it straight. Does it look like I really give a shit about anything like that? That's the thing. Like, my main concerns now in life now is getting things done with tidy towns and things like that. We have to write the letter to the person who was elected to Shannon. There was a person elected the other day in the by-election. But the letters are here. We'll be starting with the world leaders probably in 2 weeks' time. But we have them ready and raring to go. Yeah, but I'm not even on it. Yeah, again, these people accuse me of being on Tinder. Like, again, evidence is key nowadays. But yeah, I'm not bothered with relationships, to be totally honest. Yeah, I used to be called into the game of 69. It was good fun. That was just for the memes, basically, back then. That's a long time ago. Just for the memes, because it was a kind of meme in the school at that time. There's a few memes on it. So yeah. A few memes. Do an early Christmas. Jeez, Tony, it's a long way there. Get in before tea. What, on Christmas morning? Oh, I put back on my earphones. Of what? On Westphalia or what? But what's the purpose of doing it? Like, that's the thing. Like, you can't just randomly go around saying people's names in the country. Oh, with Tim and John and Joseph and everything like that. Because I see no problem, as I keep saying to you, there's no problem here, so. And we're long past that point where you were talking about that stuff. Sorry, too, if I keep looking this way, I'm looking at just something too. Hello, Castro Higgins, how you doing? Hope all is well. Sorry, I had to just look, I couldn't see how to pronounce it. But I hope you're keeping well. It's just after 11 o'clock now, would you believe? Let's check something here on him. Tony, maybe you want me to turn that down a bit? Because I turned it down by just a small bit. Yeah, I turned it down by 16 now, it's 21. That's fine, right? Sorry. Oh! How's progress in getting sitting up calendar for feds happening? Which and what and who? What, Peter? So I don't know, I never drank any alcohol, so. Which is the right thing to do. But yeah, what do you see, like, again, please explain to yourself, I mean, where do you see evil spirits or things like that? Because you're really just based on the drink or something like that tonight. You're making very little sense. It's like a plan. What? You mean the plan for Kevin? Is it just? Meaning the strategy plan for Kevin? The strategy. It's just strategic planning. Yeah. Yeah, well, there's a lot of sheets of that. I showed it to you some of the. It's a lot of hassle to get it out at the moment. But I showed you again someday because we will be working at it again. I still have to write that letter to your man, the one that was elected to the Shandon. So I'll probably do that. He's an independent in the federal select. I know he's some kind of white activist or something. I'll probably do that tomorrow night. Yeah, I do that tomorrow night when I have a chance before I go back to work. I want to get it out of the way, just in case I forget about him. So yeah, anything else? Sorry, my apologies, everyone. Sorry. Chinese. No. Chinese shouldn't become important in school. Sets to say at the throat of paper, yeah. Tell us the throat of paper already. So anything else? Any other questions? Yeah, we have it already filled up, so I'm happy enough with it. I filled in what I wanted to fill in. That's like there's some questions that probably shouldn't be on it. No, go into the light. Ooh, my pen's gone. I know. Keep missing catches. What? But yeah, well, how? Answer me this. Like, I don't know what this assumption or where you're going with it. But what do you mean I don't have a lack of? Like, I don't mean to gloat on that, but Jesus, the amount of voluntary work I've done, it's kind of brings more respect than you actually probably think. Um, so I don't think about what were you just saying now? Correct position, chest muscles, and all that. That doesn't mean anything in the modern society now. Like, let's be fair. That doesn't mean anything. It's about who you are as a person. It doesn't mean anything. If you're a law-abiding citizen, or that matters more than what your chest sounded. I never heard such crack in my life. Never heard anybody saying that. Never heard ever in all my years. I heard people saying about people who cause trouble and things like that, but never heard anything about that. So please elaborate on why you're trying to bring this assumption or narrative around. And why you're trying to basically make me feel bad, saying, "Oh, look, you don't do this, you don't do that." But you're entitled to say, "I look at I agree, I think like this and like that." And you're entitled to say that, but the way you're kind of phrasing it is more or less trying to demonize me, more or less. The way I see it. But you're entitled to your opinion, of course. But yeah, I'm sure you would agree. Hundreds of thousands of hours in Tidy Dan's non-paid work. Was leader of my Green Schools project, Bethany College. That basically writes itself. And I don't mean to gloat, but that just says it. But yeah, your comment there. I understand, but I was talking about it. But yeah, your comment, but I'm not talking about it. I didn't see his comment at the beginning. Like, it's not even on this. Like, it must be bloody God knows where. Like, it's not in the last paragraph. I can't see it on my screen at the moment. It's in your comment. Premier League score, yeah, probably is. Yeah, probably is. Because again, a lot of them are with English teams too. And then play for the Irish international team. Yeah, like Shane Duffy. Yeah. Shane Long. No, that's okay, Mark. No, there's no need to apologize. No need to apologize. Athletics, but yeah, why do I need to do gym? I'm one around half the country picking up litter. Like, you get a lot more respect out of doing that voluntary work, non-paid labour, for the community, and you get a lot more exercise doing that because you're lifting heavy bags and things. But athletics, yeah, I know you're doing sports and things like that. Yeah, I often heard people in school say about things like that, but majority of things, it doesn't really matter. But I get enough exercise as if that's what you're subsidizing. But yeah, my question to you: do you do all this stuff that you asked me? I don't know whether. Yeah, it must have took a long time now, Mark, to do that. Days. Jesus Christ. 3 days, Jesus. You'd be here and back to Cavan by that time. I would, but I couldn't be asked, yeah, but why are you basically coming here and saying, look, if you do this, you get more respect and things like that. But yeah, the people who usually shout the loudest usually don't put in the effort. That's what I would say. But yeah, I would say the same advice to you. You know, if you went to the gym and things like that, you probably would get a lot more respect too. My same advice back at you. Yeah, well, you're entitled to agree with whoever you want. Yeah, it's a free country after all. But yeah, I know, but I was just saying basically saying that if I do athletics, I understand what you're saying. I do remember at school, but you know. But my question to you: how do you get respect? How do you earn respect? If you ask me about respect, um, like how do you do it? Do you take part in voluntary activities in the community? Do you go the extra mile? Do you volunteer when people stand back and don't want to take responsibility? When you see cruelty in the world, do you stand up and say, I'm a big lad. But yeah, explain to you a big lad. What makes you a big lad? Explain, because again, saying that doesn't give you any clarity. It doesn't explain how you have respect in a modern society. Because that's just an open-ended stuff. That doesn't give you any information. Like, what do you do there? You're 6'3", yeah, but if size doesn't matter. What have you done to make an impact in your community, your country, your local area, your school, your workplace? Have you encouraged your work colleagues, take for example, to do more, to work harder? You know, have you done anything like that? Because that's how you get respect. You stand up from the crowd. You say, we need to work harder. We need to do more. We have to push the limits. Push my boundaries to the limit. That's how you get respect. That's what makes you stand out from the crowd. But I'm just trying to see about respect. But yeah, people might respect the big lad. You're obviously entitled to your opinion. But the main thing is, what I see in the majority of the time in my life, people respect people who respect the law, who respect society, who respect elderly people, who respect people with disabilities. Things like that. I've seen that. People, again, as mentioned with sports, you know, would play with the school football team or something like that. They got respect. But yeah, I don't even know how tall I am. But yeah, again, there's many ways to get respect. But being a big lad, you know, too, you can get respect. But a lot of people would like to see you out in the street, helping people, in the workplace, helping people, helping your colleagues, taking responsibility, extra responsibility for things. That's how you get respect. That's how people say that man deserves huge respect. He stood up when people didn't stand up, and he done it. That's the ultimate respect. When you stand up from the crowd, when nobody else takes responsibility. You stand up and say, I'm taking responsibility, I'm taking control of the situation. Being big doesn't matter. Like, take for example, I used the example many times. If there was a place, like, take how you lived in an estate and it was all just mess with litter and things like that, and you said, leave it for somebody else, leave it to the county council, and you say, basically, and then one person in your community said, I stand up and I do something about it. I'm not going to sit here and complain to my councillor. I'm going to stand up from the crowd and do something. You know, that's earns respect, because you stood up and you're not being paid for it, and you said, I'm going to do it, regardless of what anybody thinks. You know, that person deserves more respect than that. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I know small people who are very, very tough people. And, you know, let's be honest. You know, again, you're entitled to your opinion, but again, the way you're seeing it, it's not talking, is really not talking sense to me. But yeah, but people in the community would rather see you, you know, the way you get ultimate respect is putting yourself out there, pushing the limits of your boundaries, and, you know, basically giving blood, sweat, and tear back to your community. That's how you do it. And I do it in terms of voluntary work, helping the elderly out, you know, doing things like that. That's how you get ultimate respect. Because you push the boundaries, you push the limits of human ability. Like, there's many people I've seen over the last year that push the boundaries of the human limit. So one woman, I can tell you this. There was one woman down the other side of Cavan, was 31. She went and she helped out all the elderly people in her area. Made sure they had all food and everything during the lockdowns and things like that. Made sure they were all fed, they all had everything they needed. And she worked hard. She got paid nothing. She paid out of her own pocket. Everything was paid out of her own pocket. That's how you get ultimate respect. Hundreds of hours. That's how she got ultimate respect by the community. Because she went out of her way to help the elderly people. She stood up when nobody else stood up. When they totally failed them, she stood up and said, if the county council in the state's not going to do anything, I'm going to stand out. And I'm going to pay it out of my own pocket. And that's how she gained ultimate respect. And I have huge respect for her. But she done it. The state didn't stand up, and she done it. She done the state's work. And again, you example. Can you get fat? What do you mean get fat? But yeah, it doesn't matter. Like nowadays, muscle, it doesn't matter. It doesn't show respect. Like if you use that muscle for a reason, like take for example, you go out and you do hard work. There's loads of weeds, I'm sure, maybe in the community nearby you or something like that. You do hard physical labor. You put that muscle to good use for non-payment. And that's how you get respect. Having muscles and things like that. People are like, oh, he has good muscles and things like that. But what does he do with them? Does he just walk around the town and do nothing? This is the questions you need to ask yourself. Like, these are the questions you asked me and I'm asking them back to you. Yeah, just do one time. Like, don't bust yourself. But again, if you're going with this narrative, you have no respect. You nearly have to give your whole backside to get respect. But yeah, no, what I would say to you, Mark, is if you want to do voluntary, of course, just do a few hours a week. You wouldn't put yourself at the limit because, again, I'm assuming that you're working in some place. And again, there's no point killing yourself for things. But yeah, if you want to help, of course. So if you smoke, drink, be a fat. So you're saying to me that will get you. So people that drink, take for example, people in my school that drink and they used to be going home in the guard's car every Saturday night from the town because we were drunk. Do you think that we were disconnected? But I remember people in the street saying to me, members of the public, saying to me that person's a disgrace, wasting the guard's time, having to get a lift home every evening. I haven't drank, and loads of people show me huge respect for that and haven't smoked. Because I actually I put that to good use all that time instead of going out and enjoying myself. Put it to good use. A big what? But yeah, but drinking and smoking's not cool. If you take this narrative with smoking the things and doing harm to your lungs and things that is cool, then I don't know where you've been living, but it does no good to you. I have a lot more respect to somebody who saves up the money, who doesn't drink and smoke, and go on a nice holiday, go and buy a nice car, buy a nice house. Treat themselves. But yeah, your assumption of getting respect. But again, this is the question I ask you. What do you do to get respect? Do you go above and beyond when people stand like that woman? When the state failed the elderly people, did you stand up when the pandemic happened? Or did you sit at home and say, it's not my problem? Are you a person that stands up from the crowd? When it totally fails people, you stand up and you say, it's my responsibility, I'm taking ownership. That's how you get ultimate respect. Or you see something that needs to be done, and you say, God damn it, I'm going to do it. Regardless of what anybody says, I'm going to do it. And that's what gets respect. You go out of your way to help people. You go out of your way to serve your country, your county, your community. That's what gets you ultimate respect. Even on your football team, you go out of your way to train hard, to push the human boundaries, so you can win that match for your club, for your county, for your team. That's what gets you ultimate respect. I'm working in construction at the moment. Yeah, that's what I mean. Don't be killing yourself. For voluntary, if you're talking about voluntary, don't kill yourself for nothing. Basically, work in construction, get your payment, and that's more what if you have energy to do a few extra hours. But that's okay. What the fuck does that mean? But yeah. Yeah, like it is back working labour construction things. But yeah, I wouldn't go killing yourself. That's my advice to you, Mark. Better to get a payment at the end of the week. What's this now? Ooh, what have I done? I'm on the wrong thing. all these questions draining me. No, I'm just trying to figure out where he's coming with this narrative. That's what I'm asking. Where he's coming from this narrative. That's what I'm trying to figure out. And asking really the same questions back. Just to see, how we teams respect this game. Hello, Daisy. I took you on the what's your evidence? First up, the evidence. Again, I keep asking for evidence and none provided. So, again, in modern society, you have to show evidence for different things. And again, I'm answering his questions now, so I'm not under any kind of attack. I'm just asking him questions too, back. You look stressed. How do I look stressed? I look very calm. I've seen me stressed, and this is very, very calm compared to what I could be stressed at. Was the tower that you came to life, you didn't intervene there to say how you got perspective on it, but the tower that you just interacted there. I'm not. What did I say that it means I'm getting hostile? And I just asked you a question. That's all I asked. I'm not getting any hostile. If I was getting hostile, I'd be at the screen, banging at the screen like that. You can see I'm not stressed. I'm not panicking. If I was panicking, there's been times on stream that I panicked before over things. But look, I'm here. Yeah. Flying low at the Midlands. Yeah, well, that's probably the army. You're getting too loud. Well, first of all, how am I getting loud? It's my usual voice. Sometimes it might raise my voice sometimes to speak louder. Because again, the music's on, things like that. But yeah, I'm not. But I can really get in the end of the day. I can get as loud as I want. I'm not shouting. Again, I've seen people shouting on stream and people in the chat. I was watching a Trish stream the other day, and he literally was warning them down the chat because somebody said something wrong to him. So yeah, and he literally couldn't. They had to turn off the stream because we were shouting that much. So that's shouting. That's shouting now. So yeah. Between two jobs, how many hours did you work a week between two jobs? Like it's long hours. It's long hours. Let's put that on. Again, treat the couch, so it's from it's 8 o'clock in the morning to 4 o'clock in the evening, and then tiny towns could be God knows how long. But it's long hours. It's more longer than anything else. Yeah, but how you didn't get my point there? I'm not stressed. Do I seem stressed? I don't seem stressed. So, what benefit is it that you're saying this? Because I'm just sitting here kind of just relaxing. I have relaxing music on, so how am I stressed? That's my point. I don't know. I'm not getting any stress or anything like that, so I don't know what you mean. Like I'm not here stressing. Like look, I'm speaking in numb voice. I'm looking at the camera. I'm here, and I'm not stressing. If I was stressing, I'd be gone. If I was going to stress out, I wouldn't be here at the moment. But yeah, don't worry about me. I can take care of myself. I'm old enough to take care of myself. If you have any weird questions to ask, of course, fire away. How old am I? I'm not going to answer that one. That's okay, Mark. Surname Emily. I knew for somebody called Emily in school. Or somebody in my year called Emily. First name, not second name. Don't know anybody called second name. Yeah, but you remember he tore up the Late Late Show tickets on the live thing when somebody said they didn't want them. Who was she in it? Or Who was she? Not to my knowledge. I didn't know that well, to be totally honest. Yeah, better. Yeah, Yabon was definitely better than Tuberty. Yeah, I agree with that. 100% agree in that statement. But yeah, I don't think she was. I never really interacted with her. I think I spoke to her once. She was on the T-Bike group. is how do we try crush snobs? That's a good question. How do we? And its world economic form. I suppose they destroy themselves, so evil themselves would be the destruction of themselves. Their greed and the destruction would be the destruction of themselves. So yeah. Do you watch John Waters? No, I don't watch John Waters. I do not. I don't have the time to watch me. I get it out to watch other things. Like again, I'm watching the stream at the same time another's posting the stream. No, I wouldn't go near the Late Show. Wouldn't go near Wall Street. Wouldn't go near them with a 10-foot pole. 10-foot pole. Craig. 32 likes for all the 32 counties of the Republic of Ireland. Thank you. About the Irish state, sorry. They're clearly known in Ireland. Which far-right conspiracy channel do you watch? Excuse me, what? What far-right conspiracy channel? Well, I get very little time to watch nearly anything nowadays, but I have no time to watch anybody with. I'm a walking man, lad. No, I don't watch country. I think I watch. Yeah, I used to watch some of his. When I say watch, I kind of was here doing my own things and I was listening to it maybe in the background. But that's not today or yesterday. That's probably about 3 years ago. Good 3 years ago. So yeah, don't get time to do much now. No, I don't. I don't hate anybody. I don't hate anybody. Don't hate anybody. I've an itchy skull now. This is my hair just kind of aggravating my skull. I don't know what to say about it, but I just say no comment on it. That's it. Well, to a certain degree, I say this, but to a certain degree, maybe. To a certain degree. But I would rather no comment on that situation. And that's as far as I probably will go with saying. No, well, I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything at all. No, well, I hate the Chinese government. Yeah, I hate the Communist Party of China, yeah. I didn't. I said to a certain. Your twisting words, but I said to a certain extent, maybe. I said to it. That's the word I use, but to a certain extent. Like I have friends that are different nationalities. You know, how am I racist? My moderator is not from Ireland, so how am I racist? First of all, like he is from another country. So I'm not like I don't. I'm not one of these people that say, "Oh, look at this, that," You know. Let's be fair, but to a certain extent, you know, as what I was gonna say, like by 2050, obviously, there's going to be a change in the population. Let's put it that way. And that's not me just saying that. That's statistics from the Irish Statistics Office, and that's not being racist or anything like that. I don't want hate towards anyone. You did well tonight. What do you mean you did well? But yeah, as I say, I never want to hate people under that. That's hatred is such. When I was younger, you used to hate people, teachers, and things like that. But at the end of the day, what good is hatred inside you? What good is hatred? It only brings yourself down and brings everybody else down. What is the point of hatred? You know. But yeah, what is the point of hatred? Like that's the thing. Like I know when I was younger, I used to hate teachers and things like that. But even a few years ago, I used to hate teachers going into classrooms and things like that because they were shouting and things like that, or maybe they were just not nice teachers. But at the end of the day, looking back on it, and I suppose looking now, what's the point in hating somebody? Like, it just brings yourself down. Like even taking myself hating them teachers when I was younger. They obviously used to make me feel terrible and things like that. But at the end of the day, it didn't help me hating them, in life. Like, let's be fair, and that's my view on everything. No point in hating anyone. That's the thing. I might hate homophobia or something like that. But obviously, obviously it's another word instead of hate because hate is such a strong word. But obviously, the things that she's done is very questionable. Let's put that. That's the word we use. Questionable. See, you didn't crack. What do you mean didn't crack? I'm not like an Easter egg or something like that. I didn't crack into bits. I'm not an Easter egg. Even though you could send me one, I would love an Easter egg. On the contrary, on the contrary, on the contrary, what am I saying? On the beer, on something, anyway. On the beer. But yeah, I wonder how the party's going. Well, 60 bet, that one, 60 bet. I wonder how it's going. I said they're probably underneath the tables at the moment. I probably should have went, but anyway. Because I was the only person that didn't go. Yeah, I'm the only person that didn't go. I told the answer. Yeah. Continue on with this. My people. What? I say there's litter on the road. There. Well, yeah, there's litter everywhere, Biffin. Like, let's be honest, there's litter on every road. Litter on all the roads in the country. You might not see it, that's the thing. If you looked into a show hard enough, you find it. So yeah, anything else? Oh, what have I done? Comments are gone, sorry. There, sorry. Right there, sorry. Oh, totally getting tired. Excuse me, I think we're going to 12:30 and then that's all for tonight, I'm afraid. I think that's all I can push for, because that'll be around 3 hours. Which is fair enough. So anything else? Anything else? these people still want the music on, and if people want me to turn off the music, just say yes or no. I don't even know who he is, so, so I don't know how you tell me this. I'm assuming he's some kind of GA player. But yeah, do you want the music on? Just asking, so yes or no, basically. It's up to people because we'd probably be going soon to half 12 now. So it's up to people. Do you want me to keep it on until half 12 or what? I was only going to come to half 11, but so I'll go for another hour. Yes. So what's that mean? Yes or no? You can't have it both ways. No, yes. Play Wild Horse. Is that a song or something? It probably is copyright, so I can't play it ever, unfortunately. Oh, so you're probably wondering what I'm watching too. I'm watching Bo Cohen. He's a Twitch streamer. Plays How to Buy and Phone multiplayer. So that's I'm just listening. They actually are very interesting games. He always goes live on the Saturday night, so I like watching. So yeah, anything else that's so I'm assuming you want to keep the music on. That's just an assumption. An assumption. Yeah. I mean, play. Yeah, but I say that's copyrighted, so I can't do that. Unfortunately, I can't do that. I can't play any copyrighted music. So unfortunately, not. Like if things were different, like with copyright laws and things like that, of course we would. No, but I say it probably is. Like all the songs are copyrighted. But I say this, yeah, I say it probably is to be doing anything. Government rural. Not to my knowledge, no. Not to my knowledge. Never did. No, but there's no need to that. But I look it up, but I say it's this copyright, but I say this. But yeah, just tone down your language, as you were saying to me earlier on. Calm down. Listen, please refrain from your language. Come on. Now. Like you were saying earlier on, take deep breaths. I say the same thing back to you. I look it up, but I might not play it. I see what it is first. I say it probably is. They're looking at the artist and things. It probably is. You see. Yeah, I'd probably say it is copyrighted. Yeah, I heard it the sound before now, but. Luas. I just check it up. Listen, if you're going to talk that way to me, then we're not going to do anything. So that's the end of it. But I'd look at it, I'd check it up first, say it's copyrighted. But the way you're going, why should I do it if you're going to treat me like that? Well, no, it's no point saying sorry. A few minutes ago, you were at me saying, calm down. So, no point saying sorry. So, no, but I look it up. If it says, I look up on Google. If it's copyrighted, it's copyrighted. But I look up. Yeah, I say it probably is copyright. Look. Just yeah. 1988. No, isn't. Yeah, I say it's probably. I say it probably is. Yeah, I'm afraid. I'm afraid I won't do it. I'm afraid. But I'm afraid I can't do it. No. Whatever I would have probably done it, but no. But the way you treated me there, I'm not going to do it. Now I say it's probably still anyway copyrighted because it says here that it's owned by a company. No, but my decision is final. That's the end of it. But I'm sure you can put it on the background there too. I put back on my headphones. Well, what did I said my decision is fine. I'm afraid, but we can put it on the back. You can put it on the back of your so. Well, nearly 42 likes, Tony. You're not wrong tonight, today. You're not too wrong. You're not too far off it. Mark's here somewhere. I say it's cold out tonight. I wasn't out, so I say it probably is cold. But yeah, I say they're having a nice time at the party. They're probably freezing. Yeah. Good frost tonight, is there? Well, it'll probably be a good day tomorrow, which is good. Because usually when there's a frost, it'll be a good day. So yeah, any other questions, lads? Any questions? Oh, ladies. Hello, Jared. How are you doing? Oh, no bother, no bother. Good to see you out here. Hope you're keeping well. Hope you're having a good Saturday night. Will be lovely in the sunshine. Indeed, some of them are unfortunately dead. I looked at them yesterday. Some of them are dead. But yeah, good to see you out here, Jared. I hope you're keeping well. Hope all is well with you. Good to see you. But where did they say that, Tony? Now? I said it could be probably 12:30. Don't think it'll be any later than that. Blueberries. No, it never was mentioned in our bit, but somebody could mention it and we might go with it. Like somebody, as I said, some young people mentioned about the daffodils and we went with it. But yeah, if they mentioned about blueberries, I've no problem in looking into it. So yeah. Like they do have plants, like they have a plant kind of wing. I don't know if I ever showed you this. Let me see. I don't think I have it with me. Let me see. I look it up here. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let me see. I look for now. Look at, I done my bit. And again, he shouldn't have spoke to me the way he did. That's the end of it. Thank you, Joe. That's the end of it. Yeah, I'm happy. It's good to be back and do something. Where is this yoke? I'll show you now. Uh, no, well, I think it's copyrighted first of all. So, anyway, my decision is final, so let's leave it at that. Let's leave it at that, and that's the end of it. And I'm sure you can play it in the background. But my decision is final. So yeah. How would I show this to you? Oh yeah, I probably can turn the camera on and show you. So yeah, is Peter still here? So Peter, yeah. So this, we planted different things into this. It's a homemade thing. We used it, we planted different herbs into it, herbs, spices, things like that. So people could use, it's like a community kind of small thing, for where people can get spices and they can put them into the stew and things like that. So we done that too, we had that idea. So yeah. So that's kind of thing. But we could come up with something else. So it could be blueberry something. I wouldn't be surprised someday we might do that. But yeah, just to show that. Sorry, but it took me a few minutes to get it. But yeah, that was an interesting idea because we used, like I came across an old bit kind of thing. Like a guy, yeah, but it's a homemade, like we came across, the way you get a shipment off a boat. I came across a wooden one of them and we used the wooden panels to make it. So we used and recycled, as I often say. So yeah, it was a good idea, but it was very good. It's still going strong at the moment. And we made and the children of the school made both houses. So that's good. We made a good 5 or 6 of them. So the children and the school made them. So that was good. So yeah, we have a good lot of things going on. Definitely. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised some of the days to be like a community kind of small garden. Yeah, like there's the old sewer systems, yeah. So there's old sewer systems, yeah. There's old sewer systems on the Cavan, yeah. In Cavan, especially the sewer systems. Linking up from the old jail at St. Phelim's, underneath St. Phelim's school there beside the bus station. There's tunnels under that, yeah. Obviously close to the public and X, Y, and Z. The panel units, exactly. So we used them. I came across one of them on the road and we took that apart and we used them to make it. So yeah, we use and recycle. No, instead of going to the dump, that was used for us. But the wood was very good. Now we probably will have to change the wood this year because obviously being out in the open, the wood weighing of what the wood eventually wear and tear and what. So we probably will change it this year. So that's good. So that's good. But I say maybe someday we have a public community garden or something like that. Or like a big community garden. Sunflowers. Not to my no, I don't think we ever did. No. No, we didn't ban him. No, he wasn't banned. He wasn't banned. He just has him in here. No, he wasn't banned. He never was banned. He probably just busy. Like he never was banned. Never was. We didn't think it necessary to ban him. Like the moderators brought it to me to ban him, but I said no. So, no, he's not my son. But I said no, he wouldn't be banned. So he was allowed. He was allowed to continue about his business. But he wasn't banned. No. He didn't give me proper cause to ban him. Even though the moderators said otherwise, but But I took a stand now. Yeah, but he's still here. He can come in at any moment. He's not banned. Like, he quite literally isn't banned. I can show you. He's not even banned. What was I going to show you? Is Peter still here? For a second. I don't know if you want to see this thing I'm going to show you. It'll take me a second to find it, so bear with me. Because it seems like you're interested in your sunflowers and all that. Yeah, just bear. You want to see this? A second. From Bethany College. Like, when I was chairperson of the Queen's Schools, when I was there, when I left, we got funding for a community garden at secondary school when I was leaving. And obviously when I was leaving, there was just put up the Kerry Cats to give us the funding for it, which was good. Let me just find it here. They added colour to the area, yeah, just find it, sorry, bear with me. It's on TY Bethany College. I say this, yeah, just bear with me. TY Bethany College. But yeah, it's good to teach them skills how to do things themselves. But yeah, so you can see that. I don't know if you can see that well. But yeah, so basically, this is the flower bed. There's a community garden. There's loads of spaces to plant turnips and things like that, carrots and things. You can grow stuff. So, so they're out every day. So there's people out to maintain them and things like that. So it's a good skill for young people. And obviously, I was one of the people that, well, I was one of the few people in my Green Schools, and I was in the head of the Green Schools. They wanted to have a community garden, and obviously the county kids agreed, and we got the funding. And obviously I pushed through for funding for it, so it was good we got it. But it was unfortunate that I left before the funding was granted. And well, I was there when it was going, but yeah. Yeah, allotment garden. Yeah, it's allotment. They have a greenhouse too there for plants and things. So it's good. Like, it's a whole setup. It's a huge setup, Tony, Peter. The county council gives us 10,000 of a grant towards it. So a huge amount. It gives us a huge amount of equipment and things. But that's the great. I'm not involved with that anymore, unfortunately. I wish I was. But yeah, it's a lot of young people enjoyed it. Enjoyed being out in the good weather and planting stuff and getting to know things and working with each other to plant things and work with each other and maintain it. Because the staff does very little. It's up to the students to take in and to mind it. Which I'm sure you would agree is a very good skill to learn how to plant and how to do the fruit. Like yeah, as you see, they're having a great time, having the good weather when the good weather was here. They give them wheelbarrows and everything. Oh, brand new they had got, so 10,000 euro was good. A greenhouse now. It's up at the back of the school, but the new schools. So that was good. I have to say I'm delighted with that. But unfortunately, I wish it was there when. I wish the start of the when we didn't get it because COVID happened when we originally applied for the grant in 2019, and obviously it wasn't back at school for a good while. So yeah. So yeah, anything else? Seven people here. Hello. Do you do legal stuff? What do you mean legal stuff? I do everything. Everything's by the book. Everything's by the book. Them artifact bees. 2 sets. Too busy with potholes. Yeah, very busy. Looking into them. Looking into the hose, isn't that what's up? Very tough work looking at the hose. What's good? Yeah, but what question the law? Do you know what? Know the law? I have a question. Yeah, but what about the law? I can bring you if you have a question. Tracy Mantley is the best person to know. But I whatever it's about, you can ask me, and I see. Do I know? I might not know, but you ask me. I know. Tracy Mantley be the best person to ask. No, well, this is for the greenhouse and for the equipment and everything. No, they never got around to it. Unfortunately, they're very busy. Down County Council. They have a lot to do. Very busy. They said they'll be there as soon as they can, but yeah, unfortunately, it's a few weeks on and nothing's been done about it. They do have the budget, unfortunately. The Low East can't go fast enough. Yeah, well, all the roads in the county are disaster. That's we the answer. There's very little that's not a disaster. But yeah, it is a nuisance, the roads. I'm assuming you're talking about the potholes you're talking about later. I'm assuming you're talking about potholes. In Westmead College, I don't know, there probably will someday. Parents know, yeah, of course they do. Indeed they do. So I'm just watching this. If I offer money to a lady, beg her for, and she, no, because technically you're paying for inappropriate behaviour, and that's technically prostitution. First of all, to pay somebody to do that, if she's not willing to do it consentfully. So basically, you're in trouble with the law. It's not she's basically her right to take the fuck off. In other words, but yeah, I don't know why you asked me that now. That's more on the Fed Stephen talk about it. But yeah, it's against the law. You're breaking the law doing that. Yeah, because she could bring you to court and sue you for everything you own. But yeah, it doesn't matter. Again, I think you're looking down on somebody that's a beggar and taking nothing to the law. The law is the law, and paying somebody to have sex with you is prostitution. But yeah, if she, but it still gets the law. It still gets the law. Like again, you're more or less saying, "Oh, she's a little woman, and nothing to be done about it." I'm such a big man and things like that. But yeah, the law is superior. But yeah, it's against the law. I thought you were gonna ask something about the traffic offence. Very weird thing to ask. I did go to Berkeley College. Yes, I did. Sorry, I'm assuming you're from Cavan. Just if you don't mind me asking. I say Balnia or somewhere there. But yeah, it's against the law, and I advise you not to do it. That's what I advise you. I instruct you, sorry, not advise you. I instruct you not to do it. Not technically. Begging is not really technically against the law. But yeah, what you're describing, man, the law will see it as you taking advantage of a beggar too. The woman that's down on her luck. The law would see it that way, and the judge would see it that way. And a society would see it that way. That you taking advantage of somebody that's lying on the street has nothing basically to their name, and you taking advantage of a weak woman. That's what the law would say, and that's what I would say too if you hadn't done that. But in my advice is, if you're taking about how you have that in your head, but I don't know why you asked that. Well, I hope not, because remember you're speaking to a government employee, so we just keep that in mind, and we could track you down if we wanted to. Oh yeah, the one today in Cook Park will be some. Well, yeah, that's only some cracking cabin tonight now. But yeah, sure. Look, it's good to have something said. But 14 in the stream. I don't know why you're saying 14. There's 10. Well, less my things one. 10, 11 o'clock now. Touch forward. Census night. Census is a census man. I laughed at one of the women when the senseless person was coming around to give them the form. The senseless man, they called him. The senseless man. They called him the senseless man, and that would have went to the village. They called him the senseless man. They meant to call him the senseless man. They called him the senseless man. And I don't know what he had to say about that. But yeah, I don't think you will, because that's in the beds too. So, you know. But yeah, we could track you down, and Gauda Srina Khan will be responsible for that now, if you just admit to a crime now. But yeah, my advice is we leave it there and we won't say any more about it. How about that? That's fair. Nothing to be done about it. I take no more action against it. So move on, move on. Do like Gizmo. It's a job that has to be done. But yeah, then. But as I said, move on, move on. I came to that. I said my bit, and that's the end of it. Closed case. But yeah, it's a job that has to be done. Unfortunately, I don't mind doing it. I dreaded it when I first done it, but I don't really pass much marks on it. Oh, I think they're stupid. I think the only Gaudo uniforms they have now is good enough. You know. Do I like poo? You're asking yourself a question. You're asking, do I like it? Do you like it? Sorry, you're asking, I like poo in general. So you're basically asking your questions of. But no, it's a job that has to be done. Unfortunately, yeah. If it didn't have to do it, I probably wouldn't do it. But yeah, it's a job that has to be done. But yeah, I said move on. I said you hear what I said to Sky, and I tell you this straight. I said to move on, forget about it, and that's what we do. Okay, so no more. Move on. If I have something else to ask, right? That's fair enough. Now, I pretend I didn't hear it or anything, and that's what we do. I don't take a word because it's downstairs, Tony. I'm just not bothered to be totally honest. Do I poo? Do you think I go pooing in the grass in the lawn? Do you think that, Grizzy? No, I don't do that. Well, that's I don't know. Sure. Surely we forget about the bad roads and the yeah, but how much of the pay? Like I did I remember seeing how much they paid for new uniforms and because they are stylish. They had to get them designed and all that, which is ridiculous. Like the only uniforms on Gaudish and Connor fine now. You know the cops. That's all you need to know. Yeah, I assume you are. I hope we are, Hannah. I hope we are. But yeah, we leave it there. That's what we say, Sky. I don't want to hear any more about it at the moment. That so okay. That's fair enough. We forget we hold it, and that's all we say. Regardless if you were joking or not, but I hope you are joking. But yeah, it's a terror. They can spend money on new uniforms, and that money could go towards it. Probably cost enough. Yeah, that's what I mean. Probably cost enough because again, they have to get the design on all that. So what was the point? You know, if you ask me. But yeah, as long as they're happy, I suppose. But yeah, let's forget about that too. So move on, Sky. That's it. Where do I put it? In the toilet, of course. Like, what kind of question is that, Gizzy? What's the obsession with poo all of a sudden? That's what I'm trying to find out. You know, let's be fair. I understand you're probably interested in it. But yeah, obviously I don't go poo and everything. You know, let's be fair now. The sink, obviously. Oh, of course, the sink, yes. The kitchen sink, oh, yeah, lovely. Love them kitchen sinks. Of course, you no. A bit of sense. A bit of sense. The sense, as I said, the sense. No, we're not staying up all night. Stop rowing. What do you mean rowing? We're not going rowing boats around the gaff. What do you think we are? J.K. Rowling or something? You mean the door? You mean in dirt that's on my jacket? No, with some dirt when you get it when you're obviously walking around and things, you get dirt on it. The sense is to not, yes, indeed. But yeah, obviously there's some dirt, like when you're in ditches and things like that, it's hard, and then you have muck and things like that on your jacket and things like that on you. When you're lifting bags that, with slime and, things like that, it is a nuisance, wherever it is. It is hard, like, there's some on my, particularly here, when I'm lifting the bag up, it goes onto my shoulder, and there's a lot of stuff there. But yeah, it's only just muck and dirt and all the rubbish of the day, basically. I just hold it in. That's all you do. You just hold it in. That's all you do. I don't go anywhere. You just hold it in. You keep it in, and that's it. Like when I was at school too, I trained a lot for it too. Like I didn't go to the toilet. So that's how you train. You train yourself to do. Because you get you're out doing a job. You can't be running around to the toilets 24/7. That's what you do. That's what you expected to do. No, don't go into the ditch. Why would I go into the ditch? No, I wouldn't do that. Have a bit more respect to do than not going into that. No, we're not going to stay up at night. Don't know. I wouldn't go into the ditch. No. Yeah, the toilets are old, but in the new school they're good enough toilets, but the old school toilets are nah. Yeah, but the new toilets in the school are alright. The old toilets were not that good. But it's not that I trained myself, I obviously myself not to go to the toilet. Not tonight, my house, unfortunately. But no, like I could have went if I wanted to, but I didn't want to. Because again, it's better to train yourself. That's what an employee expects of you. Obviously, it does harm to your kidneys and your internal organs, but at the end of the day, at the end of the day, that's my decision, I suppose. Posting it on New Talk, yeah, I don't know why this turned into this, but anyway. But yeah, my advice to people is, obviously don't damage your organs or things like that. But if you need to go to the course, ask in a nearby house or something like that. But because it does damage your organs, it will damage my organs. In a few years' time, probably will regret it. But anyway, um, but what can you do? I'm not going to tell Marcus off doing his own thing, and I don't need him at the moment. So he can go. He's probably out in the night out or whatever. Like Tony. People have lives. It was different the time before. No, let's forget about it, Sky. I said forget about it, so don't talk anymore about it. That's what I said. Well, it's in front of cows. Let me tell you. Wait, what should we do? But yeah, it's okay if it's in front of cows because it's not affected. Basically, because they go through on the road and eventually wear it off on the tire or whatever it is. But yeah, I have a special yoke to lift up. So hello, Thomas. Sure, let your wind go wild and never be smoother. It's worse than there. Good poem, Thomas. I hope you keep them well. Uh, yeah, well, I have a thing for picking up things. They individually go pick it up. I don't use my little picking up. I'm so happy it's a late stream. Yeah, we'll see anyway. We'll see how we are half 12. But we'll probably not go any further than 1 o'clock, I think. Because I will be. I'm up early tomorrow to walk. Yeah, that's how. No, obviously it doesn't matter. But again, when you're doing it every day of the week, you don't smell it. When you first smell it, you don't smell it. But obviously, I'm sure you know yourself, so it wouldn't be nice to smell it. On the telly? On the telly? What? No. But Sky, I said forget about it. Can you not understand that? I said forget about it because you're just trying to provoke a reaction. totally honest at this stage. So please just forget about it. Refrain yourself from typing it, please. I already have dealt with it. Like, if you're going to make an assumption like that, we'll deal with that when the time comes. Depends on whose poo it is. Well, not really. Every poo smells, to some degree. Especially in the hot summers, they do smell a lot. And I know this sounds ridiculous talking about it, but anyway. But my advice is just lift up after your dog, please. Think about all the members of the public. I couldn't give a shit about me if people have no respect for me, but because people do it every day and don't give a shit about respect for me. But anyway, Skylar, I told you to please refrain yourself, please. How's the stray cat? I think she's outside at the moment, just chilling. I say it's just sometimes just like chilling outside. What do you mean, calm down? You're the one here making assumptions and making statements basically that you're breaking the law. So, I am calm. It's you that's trying to promote something. Kevin Katie can't do anything except having bins and resurface in the road. Can't do. What do you mean? Can't do anything except. Yeah, but there's nothing else that could be done. It's only human behaviour. How am I making? You're the one saying that you're throwing things at me. So, that's very threatening behaviour to me. But then we forget about it. How about that? We forget about anything. I forget about this. You forget about it, and that's the end of it. How about that? I'm not going to acknowledge it anymore. Okay? Because we take it out of the conversation. We forget about it. I know it's a sin, but the job still has to be done, and it doesn't matter. You have to get the work done. The work, the job comes first. The county comes first, regardless of anything else. Yeah, we just forget about it. We forget about it. How about that? And if I'm upsetting him, he has every right to leave. I'm not here to. He's trying to promote a reaction, and that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say anymore. Yeah, what's this? I'm assuming it would be a sin now, to be totally honest. Well, I say sorry. Maybe that was a bit over the top, but again, I say to him, we forget about it, and that's the end of it. Is that okay? So no more about it. No more about it. And we forget about it. We're just trying to have a normal conversation, right? Enough. That's all I say. Enough. I've said sorry. What more do you want? Do you want me to go and jump out the window? So, we live there. Right, we live there. I said it many times. So please, just listen. Right. Is that a sweater? It's a GA sweater, yeah. So technically kind of would be. So yeah, in terms of market. I've calmed down. It's you that's trying to move things on. But anyway, we live there. That's enough. GA, yeah, so yeah. But let's put yes, indeed. But yeah, that. So two things, yeah. It could be either that or the other. Yes. Either that or the other. That or the other, lad. Do you like? Oh, thank you, Miles. Thank you. 33 likes. To pay down the law. To pay down the law. What? Do I like football? Don't you ask me, Miles. I don't mind it. I don't even have a Twitter, so why would I don't even have Twitter, so. Well, what's with all this and poo, guess me? Would you mind just asking me that? Are you just genuinely interested? Maybe be interested in becoming a dog one. There's good money in the dog ones, 900 and something view a week. If you're interested. But yeah, no, people will want to know more about things I can tell them about poo and things that I know a good bit about. Well, I'm just genuinely curious. Are you actually interested in the dog one drama? Because you seem genuinely interested about different things. And it is good money now, 900 and something euro a week is not to scoff at. And it's a government job, you have a state pension out of it. So basically, sort of life. No, why would I do such a thing like that? That's a horrible thing to do. And again, it's an offence under the non-lethal. Actually, but what's with all the poo? You didn't answer my question. What's with all the talk of poo? Are you interested in the dog one job? Because I can see about getting you one if you wish. I can talk to your local town and we see what we can do. If you're interested in it. But I wouldn't do such a thing if you asked me that. Like, I'm sure you know that's a horrible thing to do to somebody. Yeah, like who would lift it first though? Like who would lift it if it's in the field or something like? Because generally cows are in the fields. So well, it's not as harmful dog poo like poo for humans than it would be uh for things. Hello WD-40, how are you doing? Long time no see. Well, not long time no see. I seen you a few days ago. Yeah, I hope you keep well. Before St. Patrick's Day was last time I seen you. I don't know about that now, DT, but anyway. But yeah, tell me that this is the conversation we're having at fucking nearly 12:30 in the morning. But yeah, look at it. What can you do? No, I'm not going to go on holiday. I was going to go on holiday, but I said no. I'd rather walk. I'd rather go and continue walking. There's no bit of food talking, no harm, yeah. Make some popcorn. I do have anything to make popcorn with, to be totally honest. Do I look like a GAA person to be able to tell you things about clubs, Tony? I would if I would. I could. Like I say, Sean WC here would be the man to do that. He'd be good at the GAA stuff now. He'd give you good analysis on the GAA matches. You could even combat Marty Morrissey. More people would be watching Sean WC than they'd be watching Marty Morrissey. Don't know about that now, but possibly could have been. Who's this now? Oh, I do this. Oh, right there. Having a good time at the party, That's good. I'm not too sure. I probably had to do fact check. Any fact checkers? Actually, probably no, because fact checkers are fact checks. It's actually difficult enough now, to be totally honest with you. I'm not going to lie to you. It's actually difficult now, even for somebody that's done it for the last 2 years, who wouldn't know the difference. To be totally honest, unless you're there. But you would know. It's hard to explain, to be totally honest. Like, how a dog put's usually hard. It's hard enough. Some of it probably one depends if the dog has the skittle or if it has some disease, you know instantly if it has the disease, obviously by looking at the dog shit. wingworm. There's different worms in it. They can cause a huge harm to humans. And obviously human shit, it's a lot more kind of one-y, if that makes sense. It's not hard. Like usually it's hard, the majority of the time. But the human, it's usually a lot, like, kind of one-y. I suppose, like, icing or something like that. You know. Quick Google. So, give me, I'd be actually interested now. I can't look at the moment because I'm watching something at the same time. I should probably have my earphones on. It was from Cavan according to Google. Oh, jeez, that's interesting. I never knew that. You learn something new every day. But whereabouts in Cavan do you know? Say probably Ballysham stuff or something up there. So we might go into one and then that's it. I don't think we'll go any longer than one. I was going to only go to half 12, but we're going to one and that's all. We're not. I know Tony said half one, but I want to get a bit of a rest. What? Yeah, but you haven't answered my question. What's without the poo thing, Casey? Can I ask you? Are you trying to do a project or something? Like, genuinely, just I don't mean to interfere or ask you a question, but yeah, but I'm genuinely curious. Are you interested in the career in a dog warden or something? Probably from Cavan or Couture, yeah, probably some of them, yeah. I say so. Did I? No, I did never do that. No, I never used new one. I generally, whenever I was at restaurants, I never would use new one. I like to meet him. But yeah, but generally, what is the? I'm generally curious. What's not likely. Not likely. And I don't think it will give you much nutrition and feed you. To the answer. No, it's used for PE, kind of, isn't it? But yeah, generally, you haven't answered my question, Gizzy. Can you just give me an answer, please, to my question? Because I'm actually interested now. I'm very interested because you asked a very lot of questions again on this. Yeah, plus. No, I don't know why. Would you? The question is, would you eat it too? Well, yeah, I suppose, yeah. But I don't know. One girl. Where do you see a girl? Yeah, but I don't know. I was thinking the girl. Can't remember. Was hard to remember. 3 hours live. I'm very upset how you. What do you mean? I'm the only one doing it in the county lifting dog shit. So I don't know how you're upset with it. Oh, long story, but no, move on now. Well, technically so, maybe. No, those what's busy up with this. No, I caught somebody shithead once before, which was a good laugh. Not a poo head, but shithead. But yeah, you haven't answered my question. What you keep dallying down and not answering my question. Jesus, you wouldn't become a good journalist anyway, Gizmo. But yeah, answer my question. I'm a journalist. Imagine if I was a journalist, it'd be some quack. But yeah, I'm just genuinely interested, to be totally honest with you. I don't mean to interfere with your questions, but I'm just genuinely curious. Like, honest to God, I'm actually genuinely curious. What is it? What is the question? Yeah, I asked you. What's with all the dog poo questions related to things? If you don't mind me asking, I'm just genuinely interested. Like, I am genuinely interested now. You have me genuinely interested. So can you answer me that? What I explained just. Explain. So, are you generally interested in poo or something like that? Are you generally interested in natural, uh, human and external and animal excrements? I'm just interested. Like, are you interested in becoming a dog warden or something? That's what I'm interested in. I just know. If you don't mind me asking, I don't mean to interfere. But yeah. Just general interest with all the questions, because usually people ask different questions, but you're generally focusing on poo and on the environment, on basically the environment, the effects of things. Even though we asked some few questions that I don't know why you would ask, but anyway. Just trying to have a conversation too. I'm interested, but yeah, but explain how. Like, interested. Often people who say I'm interested in the environment, I'm like, how are you interested in the environment? What is your goal in interest in the environment? Are you trying to protect the environment? Do you want to get a job maybe in an environmental section? You can't just say I'm interested. In modern society, if you went to a place and said I'm interested in the job, the employer would be like, what the fuck are you coming in here for? Saying that I'm interested. You have to say that I'm actually interested in working. I want to work hard. I want to do as much as I can to make this section. Take, for example, if it's art or something, you go into an art school or something like that, and they'll be like, why do you want this position in an art school? And you're just like, I'm just interested. The employer will be like, I need a bit more encouragement and things like that. And if you were an art teacher and you went to an art school looking for a job, and you were like, I can encourage students to do more in art and things like that. In how you react to my question, I suppose, yeah, but in how you react, what are you trying to get out of it? That's what I'm trying to ask you. If it's not a job, obviously with the trauma now, it's not a job. Oh, you're not looking for. You're just either generally curious or looking to see what I would say. So at least we get about it that. So which of the two? So you're interested in what I could say, or trying to catch me out from something? Well, not catch me outside, how about that? But yeah, no, but I'm just genuinely interested now. But yeah, again, what are you trying to get out of it, I suppose? Or what are you trying to figure out? Or piece together? You could become a detective. You were tapping about poo on a live stream. But tapping, what do you mean tapping? Talking, tapping. You were tapping the poo on a live stream. How about that? We're going to do a live stream, we'll just tap the poo on the live stream. We definitely will get taken off YouTube and but yeah, the people brought it up. Somebody brought it up there, and that's why we're talking about it at the moment. Somebody asked me, and that's why I responded. And then it came. It was just a chain reaction after that. People asked many questions about it. Which you're entitled to ask me about it. And I'm not hiding it or something that I do. Like people probably would be ashamed of it, and I know some people might try and demonize me, look down on me, and say, "Oh, look, you're picking up poo and things like that." But at the end of the day, I'm sitting here. I've done videos before. I've been complaining about not enough being done by the local authorities in terms of poo, and I go out and do something about it. I'm not going to sit and complain about it. I'm going to do something about it, and that's not what I've been doing. So, which is good. But yeah, any more questions about poo book, is he? Hello, Declan. How are you? Is it not inappropriate? No, I've come across more inappropriate topics of this. But I hope you keep well, Declan, on this lovely Sunday morning. A collection? Well, yeah, I have actually come across. Well, I've heard of people having collecting different animals' excrement for collections. There's some collectors to do that. They're interested in animals and have things like that, and just have it in cages, kind of, or in glass cases, just to say what it is. I remember seeing dinosaur dung or whatever it was. That's the word you can use, dung. What do you? No, I'm assuming not. I'm assuming you just would call it a dog. Regardless of what colour it is or whatever. I don't. I do. I just call it the dog. That's all. Let me totally honest. I'm gonna run down and get a drink, so I'll be back in a second. Because it's in the way it's got a drink. I'm not gonna get tea, but I'm not really in the mood for tea at the moment. So I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'm back. Ugh. Hoo, 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 hoo. But so much talk putting up, seriously. But yeah, please don't spam the chat, would it, please, if you don't mind. I know you're only having a bit of fun, but yeah. You have to keep some kind of rose. Who hit myself in the nose? Beach. Did I go to the beach? No, no beaches around here. I never was at a beach in a long time. In a long while. I got myself some milk. I don't know what to get myself tea. And just the weather, I suppose. Not walking with the council tomorrow. I'm walking on Tidy Town tomorrow. So whatever, again, it depends what happens overnight. Like some people could be drunk and could leave a mess somewhere. Well, it's only a glass of milk juice. It's not fucking a martini or something like that. Excuse my language. I don't have any stories, Mark. That's the thing. It's up to people to tell me what they want me to know. We'll go for another few minutes and then we call it at 1. So we can get some sleep. I'm going to continue to listen to this because I'm missing half of it. I don't know about that now. I don't think that gives me justification to swear at things. Best memories of school. Which school? National school, primary school, which one? I could talk about a few things to think about. Wedding yesterday. Oh, jeez, I had a wedding. Very fancy. Very fancy. I hope you enjoyed yourself, Helen. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Both. Best memories. Like, I remember a good lot of crack we used to have in school. It used to be great fun. Let me see. What I'm just trying to take now is because there's a good lot of things at the top of my head. Like this yeah, I do flush the toilet, of course. No, I do flush the toilet. No, I do think that's bad manners, not if you don't know. I'm just trying to think. I don't have anything to make Marcus with. Marcus tomorrow. Excuse me. Just trying to, because there's so many things. There's actually a lot of things going through my mind at the moment about memories. The memories about what? Now we're down, I suppose, Mark. Because there's a lot of things I could say, but I don't know which one would be better. Yeah, she's fine. She doesn't pass much about her. Like me, I'm 19 now, so I'm able to do what I want. Like I already paid the bills, half the bills here, so I have basically the right to do whatever I want. National school first. Like I remember, we had a dartboard in our classroom. Like it wasn't weird darts. It wasn't weird darts. Let me just say, it was rubber darts. And we were throwing them at the dartboards and things like that. It was good fun. And I remember one person one day threw the rubber dart at the teacher's head. It was good fun. And hit him right here. So. And look, Barry here is going to Butler's Bridge tomorrow. You're going to Butler's Bridge tomorrow. Keep up the good work. Oh, geez, you might see me, Jack. Well, yeah, that's good. If you see me, say hello. Who was a lad called who? Who? I don't. Who? What do you mean? What age am I? I said it. I'm not going to say it again. So, I'm not going to say it. You have to make sure that you were listening. Yeah, but what was his full name, Gary? I don't mind asking. Whatever I said, yes, it was the answer. So apparently you wouldn't listen. You were too busy talking about. You were too busy listening to your head about poo. Yeah, of course, 100%. Alan McGovern. Yes, I know him. Yes, I know Alan McGovern. I know Alan McGovern. Yes. Good night, Sky. Take care. But yeah, I know Alan McGovern. Yes, I know who he is. He's actually one of my friends on Facebook. Yeah, isn't he? I think he was. Unless he unadded me. But yeah, he was my friend. Yeah, he is. He's still my friend. Yeah. Yeah, I know. He's my brother. Oh, Jesus. Jesus, it's a very small country. So you're from that area then? Just double check. See his brother, yeah. You ever throw poo at the wall? No, I never done that. Give Malk a prize. What do you mean for what, Tony? I gift him. So he won the second last prize. He won. Listen, forget about it. Okay, forget about it. Spider on the wall. There's no spider on the wall here. Are you talking about your house or are you talking about me? There's no spider here. I'm seeing behind me here. There's nothing. It might be just a bit of thumbtack here, maybe. Does that mean? No, I can see behind me. I just basically looked to show you the thumbtack. No, not the. Like I knew there was no spider. I can see it here, sure. There's nothing above my head. I'm seeing it right in front of me here. So I'm looking straight at the camera here so I can see everything. Oh shit, I have the wrong thing on there. Anyway, go in 20 minutes time. Anyway. So any other questions? We have 10 people here. Hello, hello everyone. 25 likes too. Thank you so much. No, I choose not to read that, guys, if that's okay. Yeah, I think he's nice, but he's nice person. All the interactions I have with him is nice. I won't say anymore because I don't want to bring other people into this who's not here. No, I usually I don't bring other people who's not here. But no, he was nice to me every time I engage with him. It was nice. Yeah, I often like one time I had, my headset on like that. Yeah, that makes sense. So it was basically on ass way. So basically it was on like that. My head's so big. So something like that. It was on once before. No, I won't say it. I never talked to him in a good long time, so. Well, I didn't pass much marks in the tournament. Did poo on the aperture and blame the glass and his Megan and did poo. Hey, Gizmo, please. Gizmo, don't be calling people to say get jobs. He can get a job whatever he wants. He's entitled to. He has every right to get a job, whatever. See a couple of posts in the town for Superfly keeping the good work. Yeah, everything's going. It's going well. It's going well. It's a bit hard, we'll admit. It's difficult. But yeah, no. Let's Gizmo and just ignore each other if you're not going to be civilized, please. Let's be fair. Yeah, thanks Thomas for that. Thank you. Hope all is well in New Zealand. Sorry, the message. What's this message now? Oh, it's just. It's just people. Oh, wait. Okay. Yeah, he was here a second ago. Somebody's right up there. Jesus, would you not get each other's phone numbers or something and ring each other or something instead of having me as a communicator about it? Like, you should probably get each other because you talk about each other all the time. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm burping. You'll be seeing Pooh tonight in your sleep. Yes. Well, thank you so much, Gary, as always, for being here. I talk to you again. Uh, so yeah, should we have some biscuits? Yeah, you can have some biscuits, Miles, if you have some. Yeah, of course, eat some biscuits. But I'm just not feeling up to eat anything or have anything big at the moment. I'm just kind of want to just chill with a bit of milk. So anything else, anybody else has it? The best to connect people. Finish up at 1, yeah, I say so. We had a few minutes time, so I say do a bit of tidy chance. That's for the order. Yeah, you just lift it up. That's all. You can't just sit there and whinge about it. You have to go and do something about it. There's been times there's been too much, a lot of poo, and you have to just do it. That's all. I don't know what you expect me to say. Sit down and look at it. No, cigarette butts, yeah, they're annoying too. Yeah, I'm going to be out tomorrow. I done a small bit today, I didn't do much today. I kind of relaxed a bit today. Because again, Monday's going to be difficult, not going to lie to you. And then the rest of the week's going to be difficult too. Because again, it's a full day. Like, usually I only do it for 5 or 6 hours, 30 times in the evening. Um, yeah, I've came across nappies. Like, usually nappies, just to say again as well, it just explodes basically, the nappies. If they're lying there long time, they just explode. So basically, it just turns to gush. It's just gush kind of things. Uh, there's very little grass where I am. There's very little grass. But I do cut it trimming. It's only like it's quite literally small. It's like that's only it. Small bit. That's only it. What do you take? Easy. What do you take? So anything else before we go? Because we're down to the last 10 minutes. Yeah, how are we going to rank stuff in nappies and fairness, especially when they're what to the core? Yeah, go ahead with your poo question. Like, if the majority of the time the jumps into the ditch, it's not on the side of the road. But the rain, yeah, and I suppose over time, it depends how long they're there. But basically, if as soon as you lift them up, they just throw the mush. Like the shit basically inside it, like especially children's nappies. A lot of them are dumped along the side of the road. Well, what other nappies? Sorry, what other nappies? Um, but yeah, basically the stuff inside they just basically turns to mush because they're there so long, and they just basically come all over, just basically just mush. They're not even shit. It's just mush. I suppose, yeah, but you're not sure you know why the nappies are used in the first place. No, I don't know about that now, I'm technical, but it's debatable. But yeah. True, yeah, there's a lot, there's a... I don't know, like, you should ring her and ask her totally. Well, not now, of course, but in the morning. So yeah, we're going in a few minutes' time. So any questions before we go? It's better to ask them now before any more. I never get really well. I don't even know Wombats is the place because of traffic. No, I never get them between them. Never, I ever got them. No, I don't sleep with the lights on. No, no, Tony, we're not going on in photo. Sorry, but we're not going on. Two hours late to pull up to. Yeah, see, that's the thing with takeaways too. You know. So yeah, we go at one. So another 6 minutes. So yeah, another 5 minutes and then we're gone. Oh, that's so nice of you, Jared. Thank you. Yeah, well, he's out. The father-in-law takes you a great mascot for the cabin. No, thank you so much. That's very, very kind. Thank you to your father-in-law. Thanks so much. Tell him that I said thank you. That's really, really kind of him. Thank you, Declan, and your father-in-law. Sorry. Thank you so much. That means a lot. Thank you. Do we... No, I don't. No, I don't. I have to go down there. I have things to do tomorrow. Thank you, Jackson, as always. I talked to you. Busy man. Can't entertain us the whole time, indeed. It'd be different if I was a Twitch stream or something like that. You know, my career would be just entertaining people and things like that. The probably only a small amount. There's not much nowadays. Depending on where I am again. That's the question. And what's the story? Like as I said, I wasn't doing too much today compared to what I've been doing tomorrow. No bother, Joe. Thank you. I've no buttons here at all. Thank you, Joe. Talk to you. Where's my phone up? So, anything else? Because quite literally only going for another 5 minutes. Then we're going. Another 5 minutes and then we're gone. It's just 1 o'clock now. No, it's not the UFO, okay? It's just traits. So people are just trading at me. So we go for another 5 minutes. So 1:05. It's 1 o'clock now. Excuse me. So any other questions? So we're going. We're in a few minutes. Any other questions? Quietly chanting us before we go, because we won't be back until Monday. So I take there's no questions. Right. Well, I think we call it then because there's no questions. I think that's all we can do tonight. So yeah, thank you everyone. I talk to you Monday. I probably have videos up tomorrow. So yeah, I talk to you tomorrow. I talk to you Monday. We see what's the story Monday. So probably late, 10 o'clock, possibly 9, depending. So yeah, talk to you all on Monday. I see you tomorrow on videos. Bye.